because the algorithm on YouTube makes sure that no one, not even my 25,000 subscribers, know when I go live or put up content. It's all AI. It's algorithms. We could talk about that, man. I watched Elon Musk talking with Jack Dorsey to Shiba Inu on. I don't know if you guys did. You guys catch that interview about a week ago?
No.
Okay, it's like a nightmare scenario. So you got Elon Musk talking about basically how blockchain is going to change business, the face of business, and then you've got Jack Dorsey talking about how AI needs to be introduced into the blockchain, and then you've got this woman who says, you know, I really want. I think she's from Shiba Inu, but I don't know who she is. She's like, I really want the people to benefit from blockchain, but I can't wait until we introduce AI into the blockchain. And it's like, don't you realize what we're doing here? Does anybody not watch a dystopian movie ever? Have you guys know what's coming, right? Robot dogs with machine guns mounted on top of them. Have you seen this? Do we need to talk about this?
No.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yes.
Oh boy. So, back in 2019, 346 people lost their lives because two airplanes decided to nosedive. Boeing 737 Maxes decided to nosedive and lock the pilots out. What was responsible for that? AI programming. That's the artificial intelligence. When you take the human out of the loop, and this is the movie War Games, my favorite movie of all times. When you take the human out of the loop, you leave decisions, life-making decisions, up to the robots, they're going to kill us. And it's already been proven. This is what happened to Ashley Babbitt at the riot in Washington. Had AI not repeatedly bombarded her Facebook feed with messaging telling her that she needs to, you know, be strong like all of her other friends and go there on January 6th and here's all your friends that are posting about it and here's more posts about it, and, you know, just constantly a barrage of misinformation, and she knew no better. There was absolutely, she had all of AI against her, and she was just one person that she could have never won that battle. And we have to start looking at AI from that perspective, because people have already started dying from it.
Right.
Well, they've done those. I've watched documentaries too on it, and I remember they had a robot talking, and it was obviously thinking for itself now. And they're like, it was basically saying how humans are like useless. And they're like, oh, so you're gonna kill us? No, we'll put you in like a zoo and watch you. And that was its own thought process. You know,
Yes.
like Terminator, like you said, like
Yes.
people don't realize art becomes, you know, reality after a while.
Yes.
You know, 1984. Hello, like, and my favorite movie nasal like this is V for Vendetta. I mean,
Yes.
you can't write a better script right now for V for Vendetta. So I
So
agree.
what if
Art
that-
always imitates life.
So what if that zoo is the internet?
It could. I mean, what if it's our minds, right? Neuralink. You know, nasal know about Neuralink.
Yeah.
Somebody
Scott
else say hi.
Skynet.
Hey,
Hi.
anniversary. Yes, condolences.
Happy anniversary.
Look, we thought we would add another person wanted to come and say happy anniversary
Guys,
and
Well, Ryan
join
won't
the
get on
party.
this conversation for sure.
I've been watching since the beginning, since 6 o'clock, rocking and rolling, guys.
Right on.
Looks all right at West. I was like, wait a minute, what?
So this is High Rye, okay?
This is High Ride. This is the High Ride channel that you were watching us on.
Yeah.
I saw that. That was hilarious. That was awesome.
Well, I'm sure Nays knows, like, it's genuine just put vaccines. That's probably the one thing we can't actually talk about in a certain way, or else, like, you'll lose your show.
Yes.
Right.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, 100%.
Yes. I've already got
We'll
two
just
missing.
leave that- Yeah.
I got-
Everybody can fill in the dots about what we're talking about, and you can do your own math on that one.
I just do this. Instead of saying the word vax, I just go. You know, I've got like code language.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Hey, if you gotta get a, or you gotta wear a, you know, I'm like. They said that I was the one giving the medical misinfo. Well, I gotta watch out, because if somebody else is speaking medical, like if I play a Ron DeSantis from Florida, he's the governor of Florida. If I play one of his videos on my YouTube, it literally thinks that that is me speaking and will give me the strike and take my channel down for 7 days. Oh, don't get me started.
Ooh.
Well, that reminds me of deepfake, too, right?
What happened to deepfake?
That was wild.
I'm just saying deepfake is going to be, soon they'll be able to,
Oh.
someone will be able to take your face,
Oh,
make a whole new person, and they'll make you talking, even though it's not really you.
Yeah,
Like,
that-
if anyone doesn't know what deepfake is,
No.
just YouTube deepfake Tom Cruise.
Yes.
There's a guy
Oh, yeah.
named Tom Cruise, and you will think it's Tom Cruise, and they will soon the fight for information. You're not gonna know which way to look, who's doing what. It's gonna be insane.
I've been using a piece of software. It's similar to that. It's called Face Swap, and I learned about that from Kyle Dunnigan. And I've got an Instagram channel, so I put on the face of like Danny DeVito, and then I talk like Alex Jones, or I do all of these different people, but you can put their face on, and it moves their mouth, and it looks like them, and it's really creepy and cool. Face
Put
Swap.
it this way, right now, any really expert level deep fake guy can take what we've said in this last hour and make our conversation into other words.
Sure.
Luckily, Nays, Rise is pretty clear, but then they would obviously need a good facial recognition thing to cut out your face. So luckily,
But I already sent all that to Binance, man.
What's that?
I already sent all that to Binance, so they got all
Yeah,
that
exactly.
info, bro.
And I looked it on the dark web, man. I can tell you right now that there's more than enough KYCs on the dark web that you can access and get other people's.
I think I have a solution, guys. A Darth Vader mask. I don't know where I got that idea from.
Well, that would be Neil.
Neil.
Oh, yeah.
That's the other guy who's not on tonight.
I saw the Darth Vader mask. I had to throw that in there. I was watching.
Tim's got a great idea, and this is for all of the CryptoNet in Canada crew, and now Nays is welcome as well. There's a $16 million island for sale up near in the Georgian Bay, and we're just gonna do like a crypto night in Utopian kind of thing there.
Okay.
16,000 1,600 acres for $14 million.
Okay.
So we could all go there. Be
Well,
fun.
Ken, you're gonna pay for half of your ship.
Yeah, Ken.
We'll all
And May, you're allowed to come across the border now.
Good. What's
Yeah,
the
you'll be able to get up here.
are there mountains there? I mean, is it got a little altitude, or is it flat like at sea level?
It's on a cliff.
Good. You got to be up, man. You got to be up high. If you're talking about an island, man.
Hey, Ken.
Why? What's that?
The flooding.
It's like an 80-foot cliff at least on the one side.
Good.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you got to be up there.
White limestone
Yeah.
cliff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sea
it's
level
rougher
rise.
when you drink, but okay.
Oh, man.
We're
Oh,
getting
boy.
flagged for sure.
Can I ask you all?
No, we're not.
Can I ask you all a question? I want to ask you guys a question, if that's okay. How did you guys feel today when the market dipped? Were you guys excited like I was?
Uh-oh. Ryan?
I don't care anymore when it dips. I just buy the same stuff. I keep rocking and rolling, but you know what? There's too much. Okay, maybe this is just me, but all of this momentum and BS that we've got going into, for instance, Sheeb. And yes, I do own Sheeb now. Little thing with me and my mom. But all this momentum to go into stuff like that, it's stressful because one, I don't have any faith in the market, and two, everyone's saying it's okay, and three, all of the retail traders are pushing on as if nothing's happening. I don't really care if the price goes down 5%. I care that the people involved in the market make no sense to me right now. That's what's stressing me out about right now. I got no clue what the hell's going on.
I agree with that.
Anybody else?
I think for me, there was just one stock, Algonquin, where they were at like a 1 year low, so I went in and bought a whole bunch of it. And I'm like, it's gonna
That
recover.
stock's been beaten up.
Nice.
That's a pretty good stock to
Yeah.
buy today, actually, yeah.
Then, and Nay, most of the stuff that we hold in the stock side of our investments is all in dividends, so
Safe stuff in
Right.
the stock market.
Right?
I'm waiting for my crypto miners to pop up because that's pretty much one of my bigger bags in my personal account. So I'm waiting for that to either. And this is the thing. My position in the market, or my feeling with the market, is I don't know if I'll be able to hit my mark in time. That's maybe just like my fear of the market. I don't know where you guys are in it, but that's literally how I feel about my positions. And that's what freaks me out. Is I'm more worried about pulling out than I am holding long term. So that's why I'm kind of sketched out. My exit strategy is more important than anything right now.
Pulling out.
Sorry.
I wasn't gonna
bud.
say anything, but I thought, okay.
I was afraid of pulling out of my kitty, you know?
Yeah.
I caught that too. We're all horrible people.
God.
We're all horrible
So
people. I totally
we're
saw
gonna
that
get
too.
yanked from YouTube, and look what he's talking about.
It's a coin! I'm still
I know it's a coin.
Oh,
You stay in it when it's hot. You get out when it's cold.
oh, okay. Oh man. So you're asking us for a specific reason, Nays. Why is that?
Oh, well, because I feel that diversity across crypto is the best strategy that I've employed for myself. It works so well for me. So I did 50% Bitcoin. I got in February, and I did 50% of what I was going to invest in Bitcoin, and then I took the other 50% and evenly distributed it across the best recommendations that I could find from the greatest podcasters in crypto that I could find on YouTube at the time. And so what I ended up doing was I got Cardano, Matic, Ethereum, Polkadot, Doge, and Harmony, and there were a few other ones, but those were the main ones. And that Matic, that Polygon Matic, has been just pumping along the whole time. And anytime the market dips, it seems like Matic pulls me back out. And now Harmony is doing the same thing. And the only reason I picked Harmony was because the guy that did, I'm off grid, so the guy that did my solar system, his company is called Harmony Electric. And I saw Harmony come up on a crypto coin. I was like, that's a cool name, man. It's the same as my friend Sasha's company. I'm going to get me $1,000 worth of Harmony just to, because that's what I was doing. $1,000 here, $1,000 there, $1,000 here. Man, I watched Harmony take off, and I called Sasha up on the phone. I'm like, are you sure you don't want to get into crypto, bro? It's the same name as your company, man. It's doing really good. And now today he just wants to kill me. I can't even mention it. It's like, it's doing so well. It's that cross diversification. When I saw the market today, and I didn't panic because I don't have any money to throw down on crypto anymore. I looked at my bank account today. I've got $150 in the bank. It's all in crypto. I store all my wealth in crypto. So I'm watching what the dip is doing, and I'm thinking to myself, I better go check my balance. I better go check my portfolio percentage. And I go and I look at it, and I'm at 20% profit when the whole market is down at the very bottom, and it's because of those picks. And it's that diversification. It really does make a difference. And those people that are just 100% Bitcoin, I want to talk to them and reach out to them and be like, man, take some of that and spread it around,
Well, I got a couple of people you can talk to.
Yeah, I think I know of a good couple people you can.
Oh yeah.
The maximalists.
See how they? Hey, you should say how they pronounce about.
I know. Oh, did you hear me say that? Did you hear me say that?
I was like, I watched your show.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
Do you want us to replay it for you?
No, I'm so embarrassed now. You guys, I don't think anybody watches my show, so I just talk so much shit, and then I just think I'm gonna get away with it. You guys are proving me wrong.
I'll be watching.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, clearly Ken watches it. That's for sure.
You guys, next time you watch my show, you're gonna be seeing all of yourselves.
So I
Yeah.
was actually thinking we could take your show and every time you drop an F-bomb, take a drink, turn it into a game.
We will be arrested for drunken. What is that? Public intoxication. Within 5 minutes, they'll be knocking on our doors. We won't make it 5 minutes. But let me tell you, I'm cleaning up my act, and I'm trying really hard to get along with the algorithms. It's been a constant battle with the AI, and I know the game. It's just I wasn't willing to play the game for the longest time, and now I really want to be heard. So I'm trying to cut it back a little bit.
Well, and you've got 25,000 subscribers, for crying out loud, so you obviously have an audience of people that want to listen to what you've got to say.
Yeah,
We're
do.
honored that you came on. We
Well,
only have 793 people.
We can port you through here from you're number 793.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
thanks for that.
I've got 24 channels. I'll bring them all by, and I'll subscribe each channel to yours, so you'll get 20 or so more subscribers.
All right. Yeah.
Ken did say he was going to help us work on getting new subscribers.
Lord.
Oh, I want to mention
People
something else.
asking
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to, well, just to kind of pump you, actually, because maybe the dancers, well, if you want to say it yourself, actually, Mark and Moonbright, few people above, can you just tell everyone what your YouTube channel is, just because they're asking right here at the bottom?
Great. Oh, not me.
See, there's Mark's message.
Yeah, you.
So-
They're talking about you.
Oh, I'm
What's
sorry.
the name of your channels
I'm-
where they can find you?
I'm Nays Garden on YouTube. Nays Garden. 2 words.
We'll post it up here in 2 seconds.
Okay.
And you tell them a little bit about you, because I think it got an interesting story. You live off the grid.
Yes.
You're off the grid.
Yes.
I think you said you live in California.
Yes. So, yeah, and everybody on my show, I'm live too, and everybody, this is Tim and Nancy Danter's channel, and that's what it's called on YouTube, Tim and Nancy Danter. If you guys want to find this channel, subscribe to them. They have less than 1,000 subscribers, so get in early, and man, they're gonna 10x on you. You're gonna be really glad that you got in early.
This is 2 live streams after
Yeah, this is 2 live
Let you
streams.
know that I do watch your channel. Look, there's the hat.
I love your hats.
There's the hat.
I love your hats, man. I love that. I was like, yeah, they had their own hats made. I love your hats. I love them. I have my own shirts made. You have your own hats made. I love it. I've got my own. Hey, man, I'm not embarrassed about this at all. I've got my own YouTube award. I've made my own YouTube award. You can order them on Etsy. Look, it's right there. You see the play button? You see the play button back there? See the play button? Yeah. So there's a big story behind that. I know it's funny. So YouTube has, I probably have like over 100,000 subscribers by now if I hadn't been subverted by the AI. So I said, I should have got one of those 100,000 plaques a long time ago. And I'm like, I'm just going to get one because I should have 100,000 subscribers. And I know I've literally got the receipts that show that they delete subscribers from my channel every day. So they keep me at 25,600 exactly. And it's been like that for over a year. 25,600 subscribers. If I go over, they subtract like 10 or 20. It'll get back to 25,605. They'll subtract 5. It's hilarious. So, I went ahead and I got the award, and I fly it proudly because I'm not going to let AI tell me that I didn't earn what I know that I earned, that the AI sat there and just took it away from me. So, and the fact that I've been subjected to this personally at the social media level means that I am hypersensitive to it happening on the blockchain, because that's where AI is really going to become dangerous. I mean, getting those people killed on that airplane and Ashley Babbitt dying, and that's just the beginning. We are just seeing the start of the horrors.
That's interesting.
I just put you onto this so you could show us again what I put you up
Where's your
bigger,
YouTube?
so you could show us your award.
My award. It's right there. It's right behind these bongs here.
Oh, I see it.
Oh,
See the
I
play button?
it. Yeah. The silver one. Here I am pointing, thinking everyone's going to see where I'm pointing to.
So it says, congratulations to Nays Garden for 100,000 subscribers or something like that. I don't know what I put on there. What did I put on there? For surpassing 25,000 subscribers. It's real. I mean, I actually did get 25,000, so yeah, I should have put 100 on there.
Oh, that's great.
Well, we like that you have optimism.
Yes.
We like that you have optimism.
My name is Nay, and I'm supposed to be negative because I'm the negative side, but I'm trying to work to be yay, more yay than nay. I'm trying to be more yay. Maybe I'll change my name. Trendy
So-
Yay.
Are we gonna be all indoctrinated as trendies now, or what?
You are all not indoctrinated, but you're all officially gardeners. You are all officially on my channel now, and I've got actually a group of people that are watching you on my channel. So you guys, after you guys end the show, you feel free to come over to mine and enjoy the session that will ensue.
Oh.
Ryan, you'll want to go. Trust me.
You should see
Oh,
my
this is
grow
getting-
tent.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Oh man.
So not just that. I don't want to spoil your channel with the talk of that stuff. But if you guys come over to my channel, I'd gladly have you on. I'd pull up a Zoom. This StreamYard is the first time I've ever used it. This is amazing, actually. Wow, that's really good software.
Well, this is.
I'm totally gonna take you up on that one day.
Man, brother,
Yeah.
brother, this goes for all of you, but I would love to have you on my show. I mean, I would love it. I'd interview you, and we could talk about all kinds of stuff.
But what are you doing tomorrow night?
I'm available,
Tomorrow
bro.
night.
I am the biggest loser in the world. I am available to you 24/7. So whatever you want to do, man. I'm always here.
Living
That's
the dream.
amazing. That's amazing. Well, so this has been one of the best crypto nights in Canada. I've enjoyed this
Awesome.
thoroughly.
I'm glad I was a
Kevin,
part.
anyways, we wanted to thank the group for coming on and participating. Candace, I loved your information on Polkadot. We're going to definitely be having another look at that. Ken, next week you'll be a millionaire and on your yacht. I just have a funny, weird feeling about the whole thing. Tim Perry, thank you for sticking with us as always. Nays, it was awesome meeting you.
Thank you.
Ryan,
Same
as
here.
always. And for everybody that stayed with us through this whole stream, thank you so much.
Nay, hang on. After the broadcast ends, just hang in there, okay?
I will. I
Guys,
will.
go subscribe to this guy's channel. It's a breath of fresh air.
He has the
It's
best
just a little bit
content
different.
on YouTube.
A breath
I
of
tell
fresh-
ya.
What?
This guy,
I love this guy.
he'll make you look at things different, and he'll make you question society.
Wow. Thank you.
Subscribe.
I'm
Seriously,
not worthy,
no,
bro.
seriously.
Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week, I think.
Guys, take care. That was awesome. Let me grab my coffee really quick.
Okay, we're off.
Yeah, but are we still live on Reshow?
Yeah, you cannot talk shit. You cannot talk shit. Oh, is this when all the shit talking ensues? I love it. No, you can't talk shit. We're live. We're still.
Oh my gosh.
Now we can do the shit first.
Now everybody's gonna go and look at his channel and watch us talking.
Oh, I would
On a
love
tangent,
that.
like, oh my god, he's so much.
Well, you can go off on a tangent, I think. I
Because
don't
it's
know.
on his
You
channel
have to
now,
ask Nate's
not on
permission,
our
yeah.
channel.
Yeah. No,
This is
it's,
like my greatest fear, though. Like,
Actually, true. Fuck it. Well,
when,
no.
I know that. Well, Brian, you know what we.
look at what comes out, Ryan. Oh,
No,
okay, right.
man.
You know, and we
Watching.
say
Well, fuck.
we say words.
Well,
We say
what?
some words. We say no law regarding cannabis. Cheers.
Oh, you're fine in Canada, at least.
I hope, actually, yeah. There are people, yeah. Oops.
When he said more viewers, and after like when we were about talking, I went like quiet.
I'm gonna bring up my chat on the screen
Well,
so they can see what they're
Okay.
Did
saying.
people swap over? Like, are you gaining our view? Are you?
Yes, yes,
Like, are they watching us right
yes. People are coming over from your channel.
now? Good.
Absolutely.
We're catching the after show.
they're catching the after show. They've always wanted to catch the after show.
You know what the nice thing is, though? Whoever actually came over, okay, they're so intertwined with us that this can be a free, maybe free spirit chat. Who knows? This is the first time an after show has ever literally been on camera.
Oh, nice, man. I feel honored to host it.
Well,
That's
Well.
funny.
I'm gonna make sure I get you
Well,
all
and
here.
there's 10 people. It looks like you got about 10 people watching, and I think Richard Sunday came over and he's watching.
No, well, you don't understand though. You got 10 people on the one channel that you're watching, but I'm broadcasting 17 channels right now.
Holy shit.
this guy.
I'm broadcasting
Oh,
to
my God.
Twitter. I'm broadcasting
Brian,
to
I don't think
Twitch.
you're ambitious enough.
Look,
We can't hide.
it's a free service. If you guys want to use it, it's called Restream, and it's free. You can broadcast to all of your channels at the same time by using Restream. I don't know if StreamYard lets you do that.
Oh. No.
We don't have 17 channels. We barely have one.
You've got a Facebook channel, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, you got a Facebook and you got a YouTube. You've got a Twitter.
Oh, I understand what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
you can
yes,
you can
yes,
broadcast
yes.
to all of those
don't
different
StreamYard-
services.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm broadcasting
Well,
now.
the same way you're broadcasting to Twitter.
Right. I'm using the pay service that Restream offers. You can do 6 YouTube channels, you can do 6 Facebook channels, and I've got 6 Facebook channels, and I've got 24 YouTube channels. So I'm broadcasting to 6 YouTube channels, 6 Facebook channels, Twitch, Twitter, D Live. I was doing Trovo, but they blocked me for drug use. Who's supposed to be the free speech? Trovo's supposed to be the free speech, the social media platform of all. They say, we'll let you say whatever you want. And as soon as they saw this, they're like, that guy's got to go. 3 channels blocked for. They said you are blocked for life.
Wow. Well, this was certainly fun and interesting. Does your crew just talk about one line of things, or
Cannabis?
do you talk about everything?
No, we talk about like social issues, political issues. You know, we're talking about AI is going to be the big thing that we cover now all the time. We talk about climate change nonstop. I live in Northern California. I've been evacuated for the fires 3 or 4 times now. So I mean, we talk about. I make a triage oil out of cannabis. I make this pain oil, and it's like a miracle oil, and I tell people how to make that. It's really simple. It's just 3 ingredients. It's just a little bit of cannabis oil, but it's mostly coconut oil and a few drops of peppermint oil. That's it, and it has over 100 uses. It makes psoriasis go away. It makes your pain go away on your gums. If you have an open sore,
It heals.
it heals.
It heals your ears.
It heals your ears. You get old man ear, and you get that crusty feeling on your ear. You put this stuff on. I did it yesterday on my show. My buddy Billy's in the chat right now. He's
I
like,
know,
dude,
that's why I said it.
you got to put it on your old man ear. I'm like, okay, I'm going to try it. I'm putting my own stuff. He's telling me how to use my stuff. I put it on my ear yesterday, and my ear feels like a baby's skin right here, where it was all crusty. It felt like sandpaper. I swear it felt like sandpaper. I only put on 1 application. So anyway, check this out.
Do you wash your ears first?
No. No, you just put it on. No, that stuff won't wash off. That is your skin. It's like developing some kind of a roughness to it. It's not like dirt.
Like callus.
It's not wax. It's just your skin is getting really dry. You know, dry like when your elbow gets really dry, and it just happens on your. It's kind of like psoriasis, but it's a very slight version of it. You know, and if you just rub this on, within a couple of hours, it goes away. Yeah, of course I wash my freaking ears, man. I shower every day. Come on, what do you think? Because I got a beard, I'm a freaking monster.
No, but is it no? Did it just come on suddenly that it got crusty? Like, when does that happen for men?
It happens when you.
Interested.
For
I'm
me,
wondering when that's going to happen for you.
he's the one that brought it up. He's the one that brought it up. Tim is asking me about it. He's like, "Can you put it on your ears?" Look, it happens about the time
I do that. I stir and I run.
Right? I got you, bro. I got you. So it's happened about the time I hit 50 years old. About the time I hit 50, my ears started doing that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just
Mayonnaise?
yes.
Do you got a rice cooker out there?
Yes. I've got so much rice, bro. I've got 250 pounds of rice in my in my
I'm
basement.
just saying, I used to actually work in alternative cancer protocols with a crew, and we used to make a really high potency weed oil with isopropyl alcohol.
That's
Correct.
okay.
No.
No.
Plant. We burn it down.
So it was alcohol. What was
Cannabis
it?
oil.
Cannabis oil.
93% isopropyl alcohol, and then the indica strain plant, and obviously you get different, the female or the male plant, and then you basically burn it down to a little oil. And we used to so I had a buddy, he had months to live, he had cancer everywhere, and this was after I reached out. Nancy knows this because I used to work with Nancy at a place, and this is when I was getting big into this. But my buddy had, he was supposed to get his leg amputated. He had a ball-sized tumor on his leg.
Oh my
and
God.
he rubbed that oil on his leg. And about 30 days into it, he said he was just sleeping. He woke up, and there was like something rolling around with him, and it was his tumor. It just fallen off. So he used that on all his melanoma spots.
Amazing.
It fallen off.
And it all went
Oh
away.
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
like we gave it to one person too, and they were like, they'd sleep for days, and they had cancer, and they'd sleep for like 18 hours a day, and they ended up curing their lung cancer in like no time. Now, mind you, they were also doing like the alternative diet and stuff along with it, but
They call that Rick Simpson oil, and that guy comes from Canada. You guys know Rick Simpson?
yes, he's from Nova
Yeah,
Scotia.
Phoenix
Yeah.
Tears. Yeah, Phoenix
So-
Tears.
So
yeah.
he's the one that made that popular. I'm telling you, when you look at the photographs, the evidence that he made of the spot that he had on his nose, and that stuff went away.
Right.
So my mom, one of my best friends growing up, man, they got these melanoma spots on their faces. I sent them 50-50 oil with my mom. I gave her a 50-50 mix of oil with coconut oil, And my friend, I gave him pure and told him to mix it with coconut oil on his own, and both of their spots went away. So it's not just anecdotal. You know, it works.
Oh no. Yep.
Yeah, it's
I've tried a whole slew of things in my last 10 years with these protocols and work with a whole slew of different people. And yeah, I mean, I drank raw goat's milk and put on tons of weight. That was one good thing I thought was great.
huh.
Yeah,
So it's got a lot of
alternative
protein,
diets,
I guess.
Obviously, the Budwig protocol is really good for me.
It's protein that sticks to your body. You know,
Yeah, unfermented protein. Yeah.
let me explain something else to y'all that I just found out over the last few weeks. We talk about this all the time. Was I cut sugar out of my diet, and I know that's hard to do, but most of y'all, you don't seem like it's a real problem in your diet. So me, I was obese, so I stopped eating sugar, and you know I'm smoking cannabis all the time on my show and talking to people. And I thought, you know, I'm getting older, and it's getting harder for me to chain my words together. So when I talk, it's like more choppy, and or I'll forget things or whatever. And it turns out it wasn't the cannabis at all. After a week of no sugar, my brain fog went away, and it never came back. And I'm able to speak now, and I'm able to form sentences. And it's not the cannabis; it's literally sugar is going into your brain and plaquing it up. And as soon as you stop eating it, it's almost instant, because we're putting so much. I don't know what it's like in Canada, but in the United States, man, they sneak it into every kind of food that you buy. If it's in plastic, it's either got high fructose corn syrup. Oh man, every kind of sugar imaginable. We've got cane sugar. We've got sugar, pink sugar. We've got sugar. I don't know where they're coming up with all these different sugars, and they're throwing it into every food that you eat, and you don't realize it, because you don't even realize that you're eating sugar sometimes. And as soon as you're conscious about it and you cut it out, man, you'll notice like, whoa, I can remember everything. Man, I can do math now. You know, seriously, I could never do math. I'm a finger counter, you know, but I don't have to do that anymore. Right?
So Naze, I used to work with like the alkaline protocol. Basically, my ex's mom, she cured her stage 4 cancer in 6 months, you name it. And just noise. And basically, I was all about the no sugar thing. And then I came across a protocol that we started using, which was combining baking soda with maple syrup. And that was it, because baking soda is one of the most alkaline things you can take. And then I was like, I asked the guys, I'm like, well, I don't get it. Maple syrup's full of sugar. And they're like, yeah, it's like a Trojan horse. Because basically, the cancer cells run after the sugar, and then it gets hit by the baking soda.
That's
so I'm
funny.
like, wait a minute. So maybe like stuff like, because I met a guy who would use pineapple, apparently. I didn't know that the story was true. But he said he just juiced pineapples and ate pineapples and cured his cancer. And I was like, why? How? It's full of sugar. And I started realizing maybe it's just the empty sugar that we eat. Maybe fruits that have high in sugars but have high, you know, vitamin nutrient content and stuff like that. And
Right.
they take like that Trojan horse type thing, right?
That's interesting.
If you guys get an
Yeah,
opportunity,
So I don't know that.
if you guys get an opportunity, read some of the comments. Read some of the comments that are being said here. Okay, in the next few minutes. That's all. I'm sorry. We're talking about something very serious, but there's some very good material being produced right here. So, if you could come to the channel and read what's being said about what's going on in the chat, it kind of adds more context, and you'll understand why I've got this big smile on my face. I don't want you to think that I'm laughing about cancer, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm saying.
We're good.
Good. Thank you, man. That's what I needed to know. Thank you. I was like, God, let me off the hook here, man. Let a man breathe. So,
Yeah.
what were you gonna say? Were you gonna say something? No. No. Okay. Then allow me to speak for just a moment, guys. Look, what I'm noticing with what's going on with crypto and what's going on with AI and what's going on with blockchain is going unnoticed by the biggest names in crypto. And all I'm saying is we've got to get them to watch some dystopian movies. I mean, seriously. We've got to watch. It's like, yo, Elon Musk, have you seen Terminator with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it? I mean, just watch the first 5 minutes, please. And you guys know I could bring up a picture of the robot dog with a machine gun on top. I mean, it's a sniper rifle. I mean, it's a real thing. It really exists. They had it at a war, one of those big conventions, a war convention. You know, you've seen the robot dogs, right? You don't leave me hanging here. You guys have seen the robot dogs, right? You've seen them jump around. You see how physical they are, how flexible they are. That you try to push them over and they can withstand being pushed over and all that. They're it's like technology refined in such a way that we couldn't even imagine that there's literally a robot that you cannot push over, that a human being, you can't walk over to it and shove it over. It's going to get right back up, right? That's what this thing does. Now they put a sniper rifle on top of it. And it's not a little sniper rifle. It's like a big ass cannon. And they're selling this to militaries around the world, and who knows who else. Look, these things are all going to be automated. They have to be automated. So they're all connected. They're going to be using the blockchain. They're going to be using AI. And I'm not saying AI is going to take over. All I'm saying is I'd love to see a bill passed in Congress that says you are not allowed to remove the human element ever. And that goes for YouTube and Twitter algorithming, all of it. You're not, because I'm so sick of calling these people up and saying, hey, I need you guys to go back and check my video. I wasn't putting up medical misinfo about COVID. I need you to listen to it. And you know what they say? They say, we can't change the algorithm, sir. We have no control over that. Think about that. You've got no control over AI. It's already happening. And I know I sound like I'm a crazy man. I'm crazy. Oh, everybody's dying. And it's
no.
Good. It's a simple bill. You don't take the human out. Watch the movie War Games. Elon, please watch War Games. Just watch the first 15 minutes of the movie where what happens is they take the men out of the loop. And as soon as they take the men out of the loop, all hell breaks loose. Oh my
Remember
goodness.
that show that was on, it was an American show, it was called Person of Interest?
No, I didn't see that one.
Oh, you didn't, eh? Okay.
Don't watch that.
Okay, I won't. Okay.
If the dogs freak you out, if the robot dogs freak you out, that person of interest will really...
To educate us, okay, and or educate you or whatever, wonder what's going on and yada yada. Expect those calls, man.
That's already happened here. That's already happened.
What?
It's happening. Got the call.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
right when I
calling
called the other day,
unvaccinated at your home, and they're like, "We need to talk about what's in your head right now." And
Oh, come on.
am I Tim?
Yeah, no, my friend just got a phone call. I swear to God, and they've
This
already
is
said
fact.
this. The Ontario government said this. The other day. They're going to be calling unvaxxed to let them know.
Okay, and you know what else? They very, very aggressively suggest that they come meet you in person. And how are they going to come meet you
Oh,
in
they
person?
didn't say that to this person. They just had
Okay,
like,
okay, I'm just reading what I've been online. A few
No, I'm
times
just
they
saying.
said, yeah, and it's like
I'm
they're gonna
jumping the gun on the Australia app. Like, I'm just saying what they're talking about, right? Like, I'm not trying to like fearmonger, but at the same time, so far Australia's already way worse than it should be. Saskatchewan is now building those isolation centers.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
started.
Yeah, Ryan told us about that.
That was
Yeah.
like
My
a year
friend's not
ago,
on
dude.
Facebook too.
Dude, I met a couple guys like a year ago, built some in fucking Manitoba, and they didn't know what the fuck. Now it all makes sense when you look at Australia, but yeah, now Saskatchewan has it. The government's gonna be calling us up, like, bro, it's gonna be. And if they ever come to their house, like,
Tim,
let's be real.
Tim, can you
They're
pull
gonna-
me up full
it's
screen?
ridiculous.
Can you pull me up full screen, Tim?
Can I what?
Can you pull me up full screen so everybody can see that dog?
Thank you.
Hang on.
Undo this full screen.
Wait a minute, I'm confused. So are we broadcasting Nay's stream?
Yes, you
Yeah,
guys
but
are
you're
live
still
on
on
my.
Main Street.
You're on my stream. I've got 24
Oh, you
people.
were live, but
Yeah.
they're helping bring you up. Oh, I get it.
Look at
Solo
Tim.
layout.
Tim's. There you go.
Like that? Is that better?
Yeah, that's the robot dog, guys. And there's one behind it on the ground, and that's the expo. You can see there's a dude in the back, like it's on carpeting. It's crazy, man. I read the article about that thing, and there's no stopping this kind of technology. This robotic technology is this is just what companies are going to be pursuing. We are a war-driven planet. Every single country has an army. It is just what we've taught ourselves that we need to do. And I'm always saying, just think if we weren't putting technology into this sort of thing, but we were putting it into things like Medicare for all, if we were putting it into things like solving climate change, and it's just a waste of resources. And And really, all we're gonna do is end up, these things are gonna show up at our doors. Like you said, they're gonna show up at your door. No, this thing's gonna show up at your door, and it's only gonna be a foot tall, and it'll be able to wipe out your entire neighborhood. Because it'll be so efficient.
Well, we're already drone striking and killing people with nobody, like, basically miles away.
Yes. Drones are robots. Exactly. That's exactly what they are.
Yeah. It's nothing different other than just land drones on our home turf.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like the movies, and it's crazy how the movies are, that we saw decades ago are coming to fruition to a certain extent.
Dude, it's always the artistic ones who think it, and then the mathematical ones who have to figure it out because they have no imagination, so they go off of everything that they ever saw. And that's why we have every freaking piece of tech in the original Star Trek series, besides the transporter, exists today. Literally, and the iPads they used to use, they're the same shape, the Bluetooth. Like, I mean, everything, even Steve Jobs was like, I created the iPhone, Star Trek inspired me. Like, I mean, dude, if we're thinking this shit today, 20 years from now, bro, that's reality. It's as simple as that.
Have you guys, or maybe Nays at
No, who's that?
No, sir.
20s? He was a bit of a polymath. He was like a genius. He wrote a book called The Universal One in 1921, and he was an artist. And he basically, in that Universal One book, he outlined the future of like quantum physics. Like, he called quantum physics that we're still figuring out now.
He like predicted
and he did
it.
while
Wow.
like in some meditative trance.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, he spoke a lot about the creative mind, because obviously, like Schrodinger says, right, the number of minds in the world is one. So he's explained how like this universal consciousness is like creation, right? And all these movies that we're watching is actually just seeds of creation, basically telling us what's coming, right? And we can either listen to it and listen to our instinct, our creative mind, and follow it, or we can continue to be mind numbed by mainstream media and all the BS and keep going back into a numbing, thing. We're this like creative energy, universal consciousness, but they don't want to tell us that. So when we figure that out, game over, right?
Right. I think that we need to look at blockchain and crypto technology as, the forces that they can be, and give them all of the power, that it needs in order to achieve these things, and not at the expense of human control. We are at a point now where, we are already laying the groundwork for all of those dystopian, the finishes of all those dystopian movies. We're already there, I think the way we start dealing with it is we start talking about it more, and we start pointing it out to people, and we start saying, hey, are you aware that, your voice is being controlled by a robot? And you got to start using these terms. I call it algorithmed intelligentsia, AI. Algorithmed intelligentsia, to try to wake some folks up and get them to start thinking about what it really is. Artificial intelligence has its place. I use automated trades. I use automated things for my solar. It comes on at certain times. It charges the battery at certain times. There's and I always have control over all those things, so I don't have a problem. And if there's an error, or if there's a malfunction, or something needs to be reprogrammed, I can get somebody in there to fix it. As soon as we start trusting this garbage with our lives, that's when we've gone too far. And it's already happened. It happened with those.
Nate.
Yeah.
What do you think about Elon's new robot, dude?
I don't know anything about it. Do you have any details about it?
Well, he says that he's going to build it so that it can't outrun a person. I find that funny, because how are you judging the metric of how fast a person can run?
What if you're in a wheelchair, bro?
That's true, because anything can run faster than me.
What if you have no legs?
Run a person, and then it won't have more than like 45 pounds of, I don't know if it's grip or, grip could kill you, but like something like 40, it won't weigh more than like 45 pounds. I don't know, something crazy where you're going to be able to overpower it. But the fact that he even has to tell you in advance that, don't worry, we built it so that you could destroy it instantly if it turns. What the hell is with the fact that he had to build these things into it as a safety measure, just in case the robot doing dishes turns around, gets red eyes, and goes iRobot and takes it. He built it though, just in case. No, it's crazy because he like made when he's releasing this news, like 20 minutes of it was like, but don't worry, you can outrun it, you can overpower it. It's not gonna get you, and don't
What
worry.
the hell is it? A bear?
No, but we need those robots to be able to lift at least 50
I'll
kilos.
tell you what, those robots are going to be the new workers of Amazon. The more they keep trying to
Yes!
unionize.
That kind of robot has already killed someone. A robot in Europe working on a car assembly line pinned a guy up until he died.
Where's Will Smith when you need him right now? He told us all along 10 years ago when iRobot.
Did you guys
He
see
told
Ex
us 10
Machina?
years ago.
Did you see the movie Ex Machina? None of you have seen Ex Machina?
No.
Oh my God, you're gonna thank me. Yeah, all of you. That's your homework assignment, man. It's one of the greatest dystopian movies you're ever gonna see, man. It's only got like 4 or 5 actors in the whole movie. It's got like 5 actors in the whole movie. It's really easy to follow, man. And it's one of Joe.
I've seen that. It's got that chick robot.
Yes.
I think I've seen that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
called
that was a
Dystopia.
It's called Ex
No,
Machina.
Ex Machina.
Ex Machina
It's a really good
will
movie.
blow
I've seen
your
that.
mind. And you will think, when
Yeah.
you want to talk about AI making decisions for itself,
Enthusiasm, I love.
what would AI do if this were the scenario? And you get to find out, they really dive right into it. And you have to look at these movies as if they are crash courses in our dystopian possibility future that we might be looking at. You can't just look at it, oh, that was fun. Oh, I was so scared. Oh, the acting was so great in that movie. No, it's not about that at all. None of it. It's just about one thing. It's about the message, and that is it. Every single dystopian movie is not about the special effects. It's about the message. Do not be distracted, folks. Goodness.
Dude,
True.
if I ever tell my robot to do the dishes and it turns around and asks me why, boom, immediately.
Where's the water gun?
Immediately, I'm gone.
Where's the fire hose?
Just done. Don't ask me why. I'm out. It's gonna start learning. Elon's robot's gonna start delivering us the paper, and then it's gonna start writing the paper, and then it's gonna start telling us what we know. I'm kidding, but
Well, not exactly. I mean, Elon's robots are being designed for one reason. He wants to send them to Mars so that they can build all the
Yeah,
human habitats
Oh.
before we get there.
for menial tasks, absolutely, for sure.
And of course, if somebody offers them enough money to have them do Ryan's dishes, I'm sure that'll happen too.
If I could live to the time where I own a robot and going to space is like 20 grand, oh my god, are you kidding? Like, I'm
And
out
that'll
for
be
space.
what, 5 years, 6 years?
Don't
I
you
think
remember
it'll
what
be in my
Shatner said
lifetime.
when he
I
came
don't
back,
think
bro?
it's crazy.
Don't you remember what Shatner said when he came back? He said, Bezos, space, black, death, Earth,
He did.
life,
He
Earth.
did.
We can't go up there.
That's exactly. I'm not even exaggerating.
Oh,
That's literally how he said it. He
We
gave
covered
the
it.
Ground like Captain Kirk. All
Right.
It's weird. I went to space and it was dark. It was the weird. He Shatner for 5 minutes
Yes.
crying.
Yeah.
It was the weird. But he. I mean, look. If I went to space, I'll tell you what. I'd probably come back. Need to change of clothes immediately. I'd immediately probably blow 10 grand. I'd be on euphoria mode. I'd go gambling. I don't even know what I would do, but it would be an adrenaline rush. Like I can't even imagine what that would be like. It'd be incredible.
We covered
I'd
that
sell my
live.
house for it.
We covered that live on the podcast. When they landed, I was laughing. We were laughing so hard on that day. If you can find the date that Shatner went up in space and go find my afternoon podcast, my reaction to that is I'm doing Shatner all afternoon, man. All I'm doing is Spot. I can't. Space. Yeah, you got to use the frame. It's like you got to frame up space, Spot.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Upside down
Dave,
hands.
Do you just run 24/7
Yes.
on this? Like, do you just run your
I've
podcast
done it. I've
24/7?
done it before, but we've I found that oversaturating my audience, they can only keep up, with so many podcasts in a day. I do 3 a day, and I try to keep it to 1 hour. 3 1-hour podcasts every day. I'm retired, so I'm able to do that. I don't have a job. I just live out on a mountain all by myself. So 3 hours out of the day is really not that much,
Does your where you live? Do you have are you like on where Tim goes on his walkabouts and he goes to cabins that don't have running water?
Yes.
Is that kind of the same thing?
Yes, I'm in a very isolated area, and there is a cabin just like that, right at the top of my mountain. But my neighbors have a gorgeous home. I'm in a beautiful home, and my other neighbors have beautiful homes. And then there's people out here that are in mobile homes that just, on a giant
that
piece
common?
of land. Is that what?
It's like is going off grid common in California or America? Like here, it's a big thing. You gotta pay
common.
all this money. Like, is that common down there?
It's they try to make it illegal, and it is very common. A lot of people are getting their electricity, and off grid only means that you're not using grid power. So I've got 96 solar panels in my backyard. So I produce so much power that I sell it back to the power company. I produce a massive amount.
Like Ontario, just for you guys, all the Canadians in the here, Ontario makes it next to impossible to go off grid. Alberta makes it next to impossible to go off grid.
You guys,
It's insane.
these are all red flags, and we should be out in the streets screaming about this stuff. This is horrible. That amount of control. Oh my goodness, we need
You
a
have to
leader.
get your vaccine first before you can go out in the street and protest.
I already did. If you want to know, I got
He's set. He's good to go.
my.
Okay, so you do this 3 times a day. Ryan, I think he actually posts more than you.
Yeah, I'm only maybe 7 a week. No,
7 a
5. No, yeah, let's say 7 to 8 a week. Maybe.
7 a week, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm only 21.
he's more than me for sure.
I'm only 21 shows a week.
He's killing it.
Okay, so Nate, what do you think, Naze? What do you think is your secret to your success with your YouTube channel?
Not
How is people
successful.
finding you.
I'm not successful. I'm the most unsuccessful YouTuber on YouTube. I really am. I am the most unsuccessful YouTuber on YouTube. And I'm kind of proud of it right now. Actually, right now, it feels kind of good to say that. You guys, look, I was a shooting star. I was an overnight sensation. When I started 10 years ago on YouTube, my channel exploded. Within a year, I had over 1,000 subscribers on my channel, and it was just skyrocketing. And when I hit about, 15,000 subscribers or something like that, I got in trouble. I got a strike on my channel. And then the algorithm kicked in. And yeah, they had the algorithms way back then. And then they immediately started deleting subscribers from my channel. So I've been fighting that ever since 2012. I've been fighting that algorithm on my channel. So unfortunately, I haven't been a successful YouTuber. I'd like to say, yeah, it'd be great, but my audience has forgotten about me.
25,000 people, but you still had 25,000 people find you.
Most
so
of those,
you must have been saying stuff or doing
it was
something.
cannabis. Well, yeah, I did some outrageous things, and I had some videos that were, got a little popular on YouTube. They got, I had one video that they ended up getting like 250,000 views because all I said was I tell a story about my very first bong hit ever. And I just tell the story about the first time I hit a bong, the first time I used cannabis. And it's just a little anecdotal thing, and I remember every little detail of it, and it's real vivid, and it's cutesy funny, and it blew up, and that's what helped blow up my channel. Then I did this other thing. It was a strain review of Jack Herer. I was just smoking at a table, and I go, "This is Jack Herer, bud, and I'm going to tell you what it smells like." And I was like, it's really lemony. I was like, wow. And, I was like, now I'm going to smoke it. And I smoked some. I was like, it tastes lemony and sweet, and it's making me feel really high. And that thing had like 100,000 views. So those couple, just a few little cannabis-related videos blew up. Then I got in trouble. And what happened was most of my subscribers joined before Google bought out YouTube and made it that stupid little notifications bell thing. So nobody on my channel has ever signed up for notifications because that wasn't a thing. It was just if you subscribed, you got notified back in the day. So none of now they've opted all of those people out. And now, the 2,000 or 3,000 people that I do have that are signed up for notifications, they're constantly deleting those people. And I could show you the numbers where I'm stuck at 25,000. It's just so psychotic. I don't like to talk about my subtractions.
Wow.
It makes me sad. Let's talk about happy stuff. You guys want to talk about something happy? You want to talk about my puppy?
Yes.
Oh man, my doggy Rogie, he's the best. I've got a
Oh,
little.
your dog's name is Rogie and not Sheep.
His name is Rogan, and I call him Beazle, and he's
Yes.
the cutest freaking thing. So let me see, Rogan, you want cookie? You want cookie, buddy? Look, come here,
He
buddy.
does like you. He does like you, Ryan. He brings up the dog.
Yeah, you
Candace,
guys.
you gotta bring up
Look,
the cat.
cookies.
I'll get her.
So we can.
When you see Rogan, you'll understand. Look, this is
Oh, there's the cat.
Is that after Joe Rogan?
yeah. I've named him after Joe Rogan.
What kind of pup is that?
He's an American bully. He's 65 pounds, and he's 2 years old.
Wow. Wow,
Beezle! Beez! All right, he's got like this super big head. Beezle. Beezle.
Yeah. American bulldogs are so cute.
Look at this doggy.
Aw, dogs and cats. Aw, he's so cute.
The bees.
And the kitty's cute too.
That's a cute cat. I'm allergic, so I'm biased. It's still cute though.
Oh
I give it a
man,
little kiss.
are you allergic, bro?
I take a reaction for that cat.
And you are, bro, you are totally an animal guy. I mean, you don't need to be allergic to animals for sure. I could tell that animals would probably love you. You're like an animal dude.
Man, animals love me, bro, but I can't take it. Dude, this is a story about a cat. I don't know if I ever told you guys this story. Actually, yeah, I can just talk myself here. We're just rocking and rolling, whatever. It's the after show. Anyway, so it's raining one night. It's 2015. I lived in Canada, in Ottawa, Ontario, just in Canada there. And it was like a little townhome thing. Anyway, in the backyard, it's fucking thunderstorms, it's raining, it's brutal outside. But I hear this fucking thing and the back door, and I thought it was rain for the longest time. I open the door, it's a little kitten, okay? And I mean like this big, okay? I'm like, holy crap. I gotta take this thing in, I'm cuddling it, like I'm badly allergic, but for some reason, it didn't make me allergic. And I think maybe because it was such a kitten, maybe that it hadn't got the spit or saliva thing going on. That's what I thought. So I was actually doing okay with it. I had it for about a week. I'm like, you know what? I've decided I'm just going to take Reactin for life now because, like, I want to have this cat. This cat was like a dog. He's, like, all up on me. He's sleeping. He's playing around with dogs. It's the best cat I ever seen. I was a little bit allergic. Anyway, I buy this cat toys. I get set up to have him in my home. I'm getting ready to take a Reactin a day for this bad boy. Anyway, so I go out one week. It's been about 3 weeks since I had this cat. I go out one week. I see signs over like every freaking car in the neighborhood, okay? Missing cat. It's this fucking cat. I'm like, there's a part of me that's like, damn it, I just spent a couple $100 on this bad boy. Like, what the hell? Like, and I also want to keep it. Like, you're going through those like weird emotions that you don't want to tell people about, but you're thinking about it, right? Anyway, so I did call the person. I'm like, I can't do it. It's a kitten. Like, family probably loves it, whatever. I call the person. Okay, they're like, they're like, is this Ryan? I'm like, who's this? My next door neighbor. I stole their cat for 3 weeks, bought it a bunch of shit, and they're like, we thought we heard the cat, but we weren't sure, so we put signs up all over the place. Anyway, so I stole my next door neighbor's cat
That
from
is
a lady store,
hilarious.
and totally thought it was mine, had it for weeks, and I was just like, yeah, new cat. I'm getting pills, I'm getting his fucking eye, I'm getting him covered. Anyway, it's my neighbor's cat. I stole him.
So they got to put you on the cat thief registry, man. So if you ever move around, people know, man. Watch your cats around this guy.
Dude. Oh, yeah. I didn't keep it. I didn't keep it, but yeah, I was ready to keep that cat. That was a good look. That was a good cat.
Ellen Degenerate on the chat just said, oh, I got to pull the chat back up. Said, I could tell the fella speaking is Canadian by the way he says about. It's like always that's always the point of context. Anyone's discussing the difference between the way Americans and Canadians. Oh, the way they say about, man. What's the way they say about? Ellen Degenerate. Yeah, Ellen should change her name to Felon. Felon Degenerate. I came up with that today. Thank you very much. I'm very creative.
Well, that, you know, that and the Oracle.
That better stay.
The Oracle.
Ken, even if, like, no matter if we part ways or what, dude, Ken, you call yourself, tell your friends that there are thousands of people, bro, who know you as the freaking Oracle. I gotta feature, you know what I gotta do? No, because live streams get way less views than videos. You know what I gotta do? I gotta get a clip of you just going gangbusters on, like, Sheeb or Matoma Coke or whatever the heck it's called. and then I got
Atomico.
the video, and bro, the Oracle.
Dude, you said fucking Atomico.
Okay. Then you'll have
I love this guy.
4,000 people who know who the fuck you are, and then when you get your Twitter blowing up, dude, you don't even fart in the morning. People are gonna bet on it, dude.
I am officially
God.
turning up your audio. Oh my god, dude, this guy is
We'll get it
fucking
going.
great.
Come in the bath, I can hear the bubbles.
Holy shit. Matoma Coke. What the fuck? Dude, you
That's
said
what we're doing,
Canadian.
man.
You were like Canadian. You said
I'm on board, I'm on
Canadian.
board.
I was like, you said Canadian. I was like, what is that? Canadian. Fucking hilarious. I was living in Canada. You said, bro, I'm living in Canada. And I go, dude, you live there? You don't even know how to fucking say it?
No, Canada is the part of Ottawa.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. That makes it even better.
That is a city in
That
Ottawa.
makes it even better, bro. Because I thought that. I literally thought that. I was like, is that a city? Is that like one of those, what do they call those things, dude? Is that a, what do they call them? I forgot what they call them.
Oh dear.
Dude, it gets in the mail. It's like, wow, fuck, it's not a city.
Canada.
You guys you don't call them cities. You call them something else. What do you call them? Provinces. Is that a province? Is it a province? It's called a province, right?
Dude. Well, when we migrate down south, we do call them cities, but then we do go back up north to the igloo shanty villages that we built in Nunavut. So that's to protect us from the wildlife. Okay, the wildlife's the biggest issue.
Oh my goodness gracious. I'm literally crying tears. I'm wiping tears from my eyes. That's how hard I'm laughing right now. Oh my god.
Richard Sunday is commenting on your channel. Yes, we do have cities.
We have cities.
Oh
shit,
my
bro.
God! Really, folks? Anyone watching now? This is not the best representation of Canada. that
No,
you've seen.
no,
You're bad.
this is only the best. The best you have ever seen. And it never gets any better than this. Man, I'm telling you, I've watched a few of your shows and I enjoyed them, but this is my favorite one. I gotta say, this is my favorite one.
Yeah.
This is an after show extraordinaire, to say the least.
You want to see some dumbass stuff? There's a TV show you should watch.
What's
It's called
that?
Canada's Worst Driver.
Oh, really? That sounds great. It sounds like Al My Balls.
This guy's a judge.
It sounds like Al My Balls from Idiocracy. You remember that one?
Ow, my balls.
It's another
That's a good movie.
It's
That
another
was a good movie.
dystopian. It's another dystopian movie. And homework, guys, homework. Write them down. You guys have got to
Go
watch
away,
Ex
I'm
Machina. You're
beaten.
gonna love. You're gonna fucking love Ex Machina. You know why? Because it's a super art movie. It's like a super beautifully filmed, beautiful backdrop, really cool, kind of sexy fucking movie. You're gonna love it. It's amazing. You're gonna love it. Ex Machina. Don't forget that. You gotta watch that. Oh God,
day.
it's gonna suck you in that movie. I watched it 3 times.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, well, I'm gonna jet. I don't know if Tim's gonna stay. I gotta
Come on,
get up and go
Tim.
to work tomorrow.
Come on, Tim.
There's a fun.
Let me tell you something. I haven't had this many people watching my live stream in weeks, and it's a beautiful thing. And it's because of you wonderful. It's because of you wonderful people, and they like you guys are good vibes, man. So I want you to stick around as long as you can. Tim, please don't leave.
Hey, listen, we Canadians are good people.
Oh, eh?
Hey,
Yeah.
okay, you hoser, yeah.
Don't take off, eh? Oh yes, that's my move, man. I've got a Bill and Ted, not Bill and Ted. I'm sorry. What were their names? Rick Moranis,
Bob and Doug.
Bob and Doug. I've got a Bob and Doug. I've got Bob and Doug action figures on a set. Literally, they're this big. They're posable Bob and Doug McKenzie action figures. They got a whole bunch of 2-4s, cases. They got a barbecue grill. They got a cooler. They got little beers. The whole thing, man. And I used to play with that. Seriously, I'd just set them up. And I was an adult. But I have a toaster. Why are you saying that to me? No, you take off. Hey, no, you take off. And I would make them fight each other and stuff. And literally, I had that thing. I had that thing for years and didn't know. Found out just a few years ago that it literally has on it. It's got these little buttons on it. If you push it, they literally talk. It talks, and I didn't know it. It was built into the stage. It's got a little audio. It's got speakers in it, and if you press the button, it goes. It's a jelly, eh? That's what it says.
I'm not sure.
It's a jelly, eh?
I'm not sure if Ryan wasn't laughing because he might be too young to know that what we're referring to. Ryan, do you know?
Bob and Doug
Bob
McKenzie.
and Doug.
Bob and Doug
Do I know
McKenzie.
Bob and Doug? Okay, Nancy has this thing where she thinks I'm like 19 or something. I don't know what. I don't know who Bob and Doug is.
Oh man, I want to grab my
Although it's
action
a little
figures.
bit- I was young. I'll give her that. I was fucking young. I was young for red green bullshit too. They're like duct tape chronicles or whatever the fuck they called it. But like I was on the young side. But I'll give you that.
I still have my
Still wasn't
action
funny,
figures. I want you to know that.
No,
I still have my
I'm
action
joking.
figures.
Yeah, your action figures. That's good.
Yes,
That's good.
I know.
So, Nays, I gotta ask before I jump off. Is there a Mrs. Nays?
No, I'm single.
No.
I've been single for years, actually. Yeah, single guy.
Well, and so do you find it lonely living up there off the grid?
It is-
Do you get to see other people? Or?
That's a
Painfully
Nancy question.
painfully lonely. My neighbors are nice.
Really?
Yes, it's horrible. Yeah, I'm on beautiful property. There are neighbors, and they're beautiful people, and they invite me over. They're like, come over, hang out with us anytime, and I do go over there and I see them. But it's my neighbors, and they're my other neighbors. I don't really see them too often. My other neighbors, they don't talk to me at all. And that's it. And I go to a store and I get my food once. So it's really sad and pathetic, I know. But I've got my dog. And he is like a little person, man. And he loves me, man. He's like, he snuggles up with me and stuff, and he keeps me company, man. And he knows when I'm not feeling good. Sometimes I get sick. Like I'll get food poisoning or something, and he knows it, and he's like there for me and shit. And he's cool. I found out I'm allergic.
Aww.
I found out I'm allergic to what I think is marjoram. You guys know what marjoram is?
Like margarine, the stuff you put on
No,
toast?
no, marjoram. It's like oregano. It's called marjoram.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
yes.
Yeah, so I guess it's either that or chili powder or something. But there's something, and it gives me freaking food poisoning for like 48 hours. And it's like,
Oh, wow.
I feel like I'm
Oh.
going to die, man. It's happened to me like 6 or 7 times. And I'm crawling on the floor, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, there's nothing anybody could do to help me. I almost died because, you guys ever heard of this guy, Dusty, Cult of Dusty on YouTube? Cult of Dusty on YouTube.
No.
Okay. He's been a old time podcaster. He's an atheist. He's fantastic. He's hilarious. He does a podcast every Monday night and every Friday night. Cult of Dusty. He usually has about 700, 800 live viewers when he goes live. He should have 10,000, but he's great. He talks a lot about COVID and things like that. But he was telling a story about when he got drunk about 2 months ago or so, and he got drunk and he was in the shower and he had the water on, and he doesn't know if he passed out or if he hit his head or what, because he did hit his head, he said, but he doesn't know if he got knocked the fuck out or if he just passed out from drinking. Regardless, his fucking ass cheek covered the drain, and the water got all the way up to his face and woke him up. The same fucking thing happened to me when I had food poisoning. The same thing. I was in that shower like that. The water came all the way up to my face, and I was like, oh my God, it's pouring out onto the floor of the bathroom. Oh my God, it was a fucking disaster, man. Yeah. Him and I both. Death by ass cheek.
Nice.
Just a little
I
anecdote.
have a weird bathtub.
Charming
I got a
anecdote.
weird bathtub story too.
Oh, I'd love to hear
Do you
this.
want to hear a weird bathtub story?
Oh, please.
This had nothing to do with you or me, so we're good. So my uncle had to do a little enema.
It's not a little enema, it's an enema.
He was having some kind of procedure. He was having some kind of procedure that he had to prepare for.
Right.
And so this was part of the procedure. But he had a bit of a tummy. And so he had said to my mom, how am I supposed to do this? So my mom told him, if it was me, I would go and lie in the bathtub, put your feet up on the wall, lie in the bathtub, do the deed, and that's the end of it. Okay? So he happened to be staying at our house. And he went upstairs. This is when I was young. He went upstairs to the bathroom, to the bathtub, and he got into the bathtub. He was lying down in the bathtub, got himself in the position, did the little enema, everything. All of a sudden he's lying there, and the thing kicks in, okay? You've got to get up now and go to the toilet because
just a little bit.
the enema has worked.
Right.
Okay? What we didn't know, and I guess my mother forgot to tell him, was you don't need to get naked to do this. But he did, because I think he assumed he was going to go into the bathtub. He should take his clothes off, completely naked. Well, when he was lying in the bathtub with his feet up on the wall, this is a tip. All you men need to listen to this. Don't do this. So he got in there, but because he was lying there with his feet up on the wall, his back got suction cupped to the bottom of the bathtub, and he couldn't get himself. He was suction cupped into the bathtub. Now, the enema has started to work, but he can't get out of the bathtub because he's stuck in there. So I know how he got. How he got undone. What would you do if you found yourself in that situation, Ryan? If you were stuck in the bathtub, stuck.
Your back's stuck to it.
Your back is stuck. It's like a suction cup. You can't get it up.
My back is stuck. I would.
In the bathtub, and you're about to take a shit.
Is someone in the house? Like, I'm
Lots of
screaming
people at
for
the
help.
house, and there's
Look,
people
I'm gonna be
downstairs,
yelling for. I'll blow my freaking vocal cords out before I like explode all over the backside of a shower. Like, look, I'm gonna ask for help if that's the question.
Okay, but if I just say there's nobody there, what would your
I got no choice. I mean, I'd probably wiggle. I don't know what I would do. I'd find a way to inch a finger in, get a suction cup of it.
Yes.
Look, if I had to explode, I'd explode. But that's the last thing I want to do.
The finger.
I don't know. The hell?
I like the finger.
Okay, just a second. So Ryan's gonna wiggle and try to. So I'll tell you right now, the wiggling part does not work.
My
That
finger.
makes you more stuck. Just for future reference, that will make you more stuck. Ken, what would you do? Stuck in the bathtub, what would you do?
I'm stuck in the bathtub. Let it
Suction
go.
cupped into.
Yeah. Well, just let it
Enjoy
go.
it and turn the shower on, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
You gotta drown.
Gross.
Okay.
Remember the bucket.
Okay.
Remember the bucket.
Nays, what would you do?
If I could get some soap, if I could reach the soap, I'd try to grab the soap, or to get in the water, or I'd use my finger to try to break that seal. That's what I would try to do. I'd try
No,
to
you
get
know
my-
what's on? You know what's the best about his answer? He's preparing for the inevitable. We're gonna need the soap.
Exactly.
That's the best thing about his
Exactly.
answer. He's just preparing. If we're stuck in the bathtub and we gotta go, number one answer is where's the soap? And there we go.
Okay. Let me see if
Here's the
Candace.
number
I'm gonna
two
give
answer.
Candace a shot. Candace, what would you do? You're in the bathtub, legs up on the wall. stuck.
Tim!
Well, I was actually thinking the same thing as Nays. I would take the bar of soap and just break it at one point. 'Cause you only have to break the seal one spot along the whole back.
That's
as long
it.
as you
You
do
just
that,
have to break the
You
seal.
know what I do,
then you're
Nate?
in.
Nate, you know what I
Yeah.
do?
What?
You know my solution?
What?
Smile.
Don't call Tim.
That would be
All right, don't call Tim
That's
when you're
again,
back.
Not again.
No,
Not
so
again,
how
Nancy.
so what had ended up happening, it was really cleverly done. He used his feet and he got the water turned on. When the water came up, because you won't be able to get your fingers through, he tried everything. Once the water comes in and comes up a little bit, he was able to wiggle a little bit and it released the suction.
Nice.
But
Water.
that's a tip if you ever find yourself stuck, or just don't go in the bathtub naked without any water in there and try to wiggle around in that position.
Bathtubs are dangerous. Bathtubs
That's an
kill more
option.
people.
Okay, no, hold on. I need everyone to take a break for a second and realize that somebody got into a dry bathtub naked, wiggling around, as if that was the thing to do at that moment before any water was in there, okay? Think
Look
about
at the
that.
dumb Canadians. Look at the dumb Canadians.
No, he was trying to get the medication in.
What? Okay, I feel like there's a better way. This guy got suction cupped to a freaking bathtub.
Ken, you're on mute.
I
Ken
just
looked like he was
noticed
gonna go and try it.
I'm gonna go try it right now. I gotta try this theory with the finger.
There you go.
Hey, Prophet.
Anyways, on that note, it's been fun. I'm gonna jet. But it was nice meeting you,
It was
Nate.
so
Candace,
nice meeting
thank
you
you
too.
so much. I know we didn't
Thank
get a ton of crypto conversation, but appreciate your time. Ken, the Oracle.
Oracle. Right.
Yeah, well, that's what. Okay, and Ken. Okay, that's it then, eh? It's official. You're even saying it. So done. Ken, you are the. You know what we need?
He needs to change his handle on
Yeah.
Facebook now.
You do.
Or on you need to change your handle. You're now the Oracle.
Or what about the Great White Oracle? Or no, because that sounds racist.
Crypto.
Oh yeah.
Looks like Takeoff to the Great White
No,
North,
it
eh?
does. Let's be real. Let's go, because he's the Great White Vapor. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so no, let's scrap that. But no, you're the Oracle, bro. It's true. It would sound that way.
I had so many dart jokes.
What?
Darts and charts.
Darts and charts. Hacking darts and crypto charts with
Yeah,
the Oracle.
yeah.
Hacking darts and crypto charts. That's a new segment for you. Seriously, Naze. You need a new segment called Hacking Darts and Crypto Charts, and Ken will come on and talk to your group.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do that.
Hacking darts and crypto charts.
I'll do it. Hacking
Start
darts and
reading
crypto
Oracle.
charts. I've got my crypto chart at the ready. I'm watching it right now. 58.8, right? 58.8, right where I bought
We're
in
down to for Bitcoin?
12 hours ago, man. 12 hours ago. I bought in at 58.8, and it is still at 58.8.
So, okay. Is Bitcoin down right now?
Bitcoin is exactly where it
Or
was.
what's Bitcoin at right now, guys?
Bitcoin is exactly where it was when it dropped. It's at 58.8 right now. It's exactly where it was when it
Right.
dropped 12 hours ago. Or it was more than 12 hours ago. It was what time was it? I can't remember. Is it late in the morning, early in the morning, 3 in the morning? I can't remember. Whenever I woke up. I don't know. I purchased some of it. And I was
Oh,
like,
fuck. Tim.
What?
I'm just looking at our app here. If you want to share my screen, bro, feel free so you can see it for yourself. But you want to see what the after hours turned out for our miners and every one of our fucking stocks?
Hang on.
Something obviously happened. I'm going to have to look into it. But if you don't, or hold on.
right,
Okay.
Kellen? A-Dub?
Can you see this?
No,
No.
hang on.
Okay.
I'm just seeing you.
Uh,
Oh.
Look at all that green in the after hours, guy. Okay, look at this. All green in our community watch list. Look, 3 neutral, 4 red. What the fuck? Highest, we got Hive coming back like a freak of nature. Riot blockchain. Okay, we pulled back. Okay, Riot down. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Square, dude, that's one you've been eyeballing me too. Up in the after hours. Dude, it's looking like tomorrow might actually pan out. I don't know what happened today, if you guys know what happened today regarding a news or catalyst cycle, but something shifted this from almost a 60-40 decline advancer ratio to like brand like this is a full page of greens right now. So it looks like, guys, we're gonna open up green under miners tomorrow. But yet you're telling me, hold on, let me check the coin of coins while it's sharing on the screen, okay? Oh no, that's Sheeb. You're gonna hate me for that. Okay?
Where'd Nate go?
I'm right here, brother. And
What?
you know, I'm looking at Sheeb. It's 71. It's 71% right now.
He's on the chart there.
It's 8
hold on.
80.
It's blowing up like crazy. I made a bank load on Sheeb today. Okay, yeah, it's at borderline $59,000. So that really, really blows chunks. Look at that. Look at how stable that goddamn line was. Fuck. Anyway, so I'm not feeling. Anyway, look, the after hours is hot, so I don't know what news is popping off. Do you guys have any insights? I know, Nay, sorry if this is like not. You can stop sharing this if you want, dude.
No,
Oh, wait,
this
I
is
got it.
this
There you
is
go.
this is right up our alley, brother. I'm on pins.
What do
and
you
needles
guys
here.
think? Okay, so then what are you guys thinking after? Honestly, so we got the after hours pumping like a motherfucker, but we got Bitcoin really though very like I wouldn't say trending down. I would say it's bleeding slowly. Like, Candace? What are you thinking
I mean,
right
the
now?
thing with Bitcoin right now is
Look, I'll
Well,
show you a good one.
I did the TA earlier today on Bitcoin, and right now we're in a bearish pennant. So it should, according to the TA, it should break down and actually make it down as low as perhaps 52 to 54,000. But right now, the whole market's been so screwed up. Like especially
fucked.
like the TA I found lately on Bitcoin. There's just so many things that say everything should be going through to the moon, and it's just not going there. And there's nothing. Every day I'm hearing good news and great stuff like MasterCard and everything else going into Bitcoin, and we're just not getting the reflection of that.
Candace, I actually have a question for you and Tim and Ken and Nays there, or for anyone in the audience. But okay, this is what I was thinking. You remember when, and this is just a rough analogy, okay? But you remember when Elon Musk started just even mentioning crypto? It was fucking mental, okay? You'd go on to Doge, you could bank on it, okay? He was going on Saturday Night Live. If you bought on the Monday before Saturday, like I did, you could guarantee yourself you were gonna make money. That is how much hype he had. And Kathy Wood, similar, but not as much. It started to dwindle, right? And you're seeing Elon Musk totally pace out. Kathy Wood totally pace out. I'm wondering if this alt run is pacing out compared to the last one we just saw barely a few months ago, in that like we're almost over expecting. You know what I mean? Like we have safety in the hodlers, but the retail traders are well, I got a video coming out about this fucking tomorrow, but like we got the retail traders
Nice.
dictating like 70% of the bullshit out there, it seems. I don't know, Candace, what are you thinking? Because like I don't know what to make of this market right now because it's pissing me off. Everything that makes sense is flat.
I think when I jokingly said it was Sheeb's fault, I actually am blaming Sheeb. I think that's what you're seeing. You're seeing so much hype over Sheeb and everybody making so much money off of Sheeb that you've got all the retail investors pulling their money out of Bitcoin going, oh, let's grab Sheeb. And
It's fucking
with
mental.
that
Let me just
process,
give you
we're
an
sort of
example.
losing the hype for Bitcoin.
Because the amount of volume that's gone into Sheeb is through the fucking roof. Look at how the market cap has changed just barely in a few days. I mean, it replaced Doge. All of a sudden, Doge is what? The forgotten. I mean, I texted this. I'm not sure if I texted or put it on the chat. But there was a Bloomberg fucking journalist who said that Doge is the boomer meme coin. And Sheeb is it now. It's like, how far down the rabbit hole are we going to go before our ability to take profits becomes too high of a risk to, or like the timeline shrinks and shrinks. So our ability to take profits shrinks and shrinks every single time. For me, like I said, I wasn't kidding. I'd love your responses on it, but like, I wish I could have asked this during the live stream while you guys were talking or earlier in it, but like, where is your exit strategy on this shit? Because again, the video I have coming out tomorrow is going to cover just the basic stats on the top 31 coins, the shifts, and the odds of your coin actually making it, if history repeats itself, even giving it a little bit of fluff, given that there's more incentive and more adoption in the market. So add some fluff. I'm going to do all that in the video, and you're still like this. So it's like, what's your exit strategy on this shit? For me, like I've invested in fucking Sheeb tonight, leveraged it to the absolute core. I'm up 30.77% in like 3 hours. Like, and I'm like, I just jokingly just did this to get used to Binance, but it's like, this doesn't make fucking sense.
It doesn't. I mean, I thought the little Sheeb bubble was going to break like a week ago. And it just hasn't. It's keep getting bigger and bigger, but it is going to break.
It's going to
And
break.
people are going to lose a lot of money.
I think, okay, so I'll tell you guys this. I'll tell you guys this. So the only two coins from 2017 top 31 list, and I only included 31 by accident. Okay, I wish I did 30, but whatever, just for sake of the mind, but whatever, I included 31. So I did 31 from 2017, December 2017, okay, boom, to the 31 in right now, screenshot right now, okay? A few made it, obviously. Very few made it. The rest obliterated, okay? The only two that jumped, XRP, Cardano, okay? Those are now I have no faith in XRP anymore. I'll be totally honest with you guys. I bailed out of XRP. I don't like it. And I got a little bit of Cardano. No, I did say that. It's in my Wealthsimple bag. But it's like, for me, you got the Polkadot, who's probably going to replace half of these ones. Like, if XRP was big now, kind of, big back then, it's like it's time's over almost. And, like, the biggest catalyst for them is the fact that Ripple, the company, owns so much fucking XRP, which is kind of an issue. But anyway, the math that I'm going to go over tomorrow, like the odds of your token in the top 30 actually making it outside of Bitcoin and ETH, like fucking less than 10%. And
Let me give you an exit.
Sorry?
I was going to say, let me give you an exit strategy. This is what I would highly recommend. If you're currently into SHIB and you've got a lot of money invested in it,
I don't.
now's the time to start taking profits. Start taking some profits, move them into a more stable coin such as Ethereum, Polkadot, or Bitcoin. Then,
Well, look, Tim
You don't
Dancer's
have-
friend said, you never go broke taking profits. Mark, I'll tell you this. The second I fucking heard that, I don't know, because it's the most obvious fucking advice on the planet. There's no financial advisor here, but that's the most obvious advice on the planet. And since then, I'll tell you what, man, my trades have got, Candace, you watch almost all the time. I might bail at 20 to 30% profit, but I've had nothing but bangers lately. You know what I mean? Like, I find like what was killing me was getting greedy. And I say that because, you know what taught me that lesson? Entourage. Because
Exactly.
it 4X'd my price and I didn't bail. You know what I mean? So now I'm like, and for all these things, like if SHIB hits, like I'm up 30%, but I'll be honest, this is a learning experience for me and my mother on Binance. I'm whatever, right? So this is nothing really. But like in the future, to me, I don't think I have it in me to wait for a 400x unless that happens within a 48-hour period. Like on altcoins or meme coins, I don't have the patience. I don't know. I'm the outlier maybe in this whole group because, again, I'm skeptical getting into anything but Bitcoin or miners in the stock market. But
yeah.
like you guys are the ones I learned from.
But I think if you got into SHIB a lot earlier, then it made sense to stay.
Sorry?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it would have made sense to stay in SHIB if you'd gotten into it earlier. And even now, I'm not saying take all your money out of SHIB, but start taking some profits and maybe take 10% every week or so because it is going to burst. We just don't know when. So if you can still get a little bit of profits, that's okay.
What's our gut on a timeline? I'll give you my gut, okay? I'll give you my gut. Unless there's a major housing catalyst for some reason, okay? My gut is Q2, Q3, 2022. It's either going to be May or September, October. That's my gut, 2022. Okay, Tim, you give your gut, dude.
On what? On SHIB?
No, on a fucking market correction, dude. Like, it doesn't have to be a total crash, but even a 5% market correction is devastating to the S&P. Like, 5% on the S&P is going to be 10 to 20% on all of our stocks. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah. I saw some stuff on your show today that
thanks for watching, by the way, dude.
Yeah, no worries. But the Bank of Canada, when the guy on from Bank of Canada, right, and he said that the Feds are going to start looking at the interest rates in the first quarter or second quarter. I think it's yeah. So I think we're sort of end of first, second quarter is where we're going to start to see corrections. We can't keep going this way, and I think as we get back to full capacity in restaurants and as everything starts to open up here in Ontario. As borders open up, you're going to start to see, I think people are a bit reluctant to because winter's coming, flu season's coming. We don't know if the monster's coming back or not. Do you know what I'm saying? So
This is
Yeah,
why
but-
I've been bang on, dude. Stacking. Well, you've been doing it too. Stacking a bit of cash. That we've got to have reserves to bang it out when this shit happens. But you think that this is gonna happen though, 2022?
Oh yeah.
Okay, because you got the Robert Kiyosaki's out there who are, this is gonna fucking blow up at the end of October, November, and it's getting annoying. But it's also like, I mean, that's how he's really, really become rich. I mean, his book was fantastic, but 2008, 2015, 2018, Robert Kiyosaki was a fucking shark. You know what I mean? So it's like, and the mentality, and he's calling it pre-2022. I'm tripping. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, my exit strategy right now, you're saying take profits, and it's like, it's so true. It's right. You know what it is right now? Truly in my mind, and I think for a lot of other people, it's a real mutiny. Like, there is a 50-50 battle. It's a true devil and angel on the shoulder right now. Like, ride it out, fucking sell out. I think that's where I'm at right now.
Hey, Nate,
don't want that pullback.
do you have an exit strategy at all for crypto, or
This
are
is-
you just gonna
This-
hold it long?
Yeah, I'm a long-term hodler. So for me, it's just a matter of a place to store my wealth, and ride out those massive corrections and just feel, just try to feel, diamond hand it, basically be secure in it.
Yeah, because I remember watching your show when crypto went down. You were telling everybody, I'm not worried. It'll bounce back, and I know it. You're telling everybody not to worry too. So
But let me also
Yeah,
say
I'm
this.
just waiting for that.
I'm
Oh.
sorry. Let me
I was
just
just gonna
finish.
say like
What? I'm sorry. I don't know your name. You were talking about taking your profits. What's your name? I don't know what to call you.
Candace.
Candace?
Candace.
Candace, yeah,
Candace.
Candace.
Candace, what you said about pulling profits is the single most important. That's the greatest advice you could ever give anybody about this sort of thing. And this is what I've been doing
Yeah.
too. I took some profits when I started, and I hated myself for doing it. I look back at some of the things that I pulled out, and I was like, oh man, they're worth so much money now. I can't believe I pulled this one out, and I can't believe I pulled that out. And you can't have that mindset. It is an addict mindset if you can't get out. So pulling profits is the greatest way you can slow that down, that behavior. And we can only trust the banks for so long. The banks, your money is worthless sitting in a bank. If you really believe that crypto is going to go to nothing, I understand you taking precautions with your wealth for sure. I am a high risk, bullish guy. So, I'm trying to not entice my audience to act too crazy,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you see, my perspective right now on Bitcoin is even when we do have this deep correction, it's not going to zero. It's not even going to go back down to 30K. I think the worst case scenario is probably going to be 40 to 42K, because
I'm gonna buy like a fucking psychopath. Like
and that's
an
the thing,
absolute psychopath. Like I'm absolutely banking on buying during that moment. And this is the thing though, because we know that that's coming. That was my kind of question to you: is when the fuck do you think because do you think Bitcoin's going to track the market, or the market's going to track Bitcoin?
Can I interrupt you for a second and just say this? I've been doing this since February, so I've been I watched the 1 minute chart of Bitcoin. What's your preference? 15-minute, or do you watch that? The candlesticks? Do you have a preference?
Sorry?
Do you have a preference?
Dude.
well, my favorite's the 4 hour.
Okay. Check this out. I do 1 minute freaking Bitcoin candlesticks. I've been doing it since February. And I became very familiar with the instant movement of Bitcoin. And of course, when there's external involvement with any kind of manipulation, whatever, you just kind of get used to that, and you watch the recovery, and you get used to how the rhythm of it, you get like there's a rhythm going on, right? So I've been doing this since February, and Bitcoin's always reacted a certain way. It's always done certain thing. And let me tell you something. When people saying it's breaking out of that 4-year cycle, I'm seeing it on the 1 minute chart. We talk about this on my live stream all the time. Man, Bitcoin used to do this, it would do this, and then it would drop. And then it would stay down, and it wouldn't recover, and blah, blah, blah. And for the last 3 weeks or 4 weeks, we've been watching these little tiny dips, and these recoveries that are stronger and stronger and stronger. And I attribute that to more and more and more corporations buying into this thing and just wanting to be a part of it, not wanting to miss out. So I in my heart, I feel as if it's just going to keep growing. And I don't know if it's going to dip down to 42. And if it does, I'm going to go crazy too,
Yeah.
bro. I'm right there with you, man. I'm going to get as much as I can.
Okay, but let me say this, because I will say this. Like, interest rate hikes, look at the housing market that we just have or just had based on the prices that people were paying, okay? So especially with people under 40, even people under 50, I guess all ages, everybody really overpaid. And for those poor saps who really use their absolute fucking limit, this interest rate hike is going to fucking devastate people. And it's going to make it even harder. And that's not coming until 2022. But if you can't afford your next renewal, okay, then you're fucked. Like, if you're already kind of maxed out and your next renewal's coming up and it's going to be a slightly higher rate, we've already seen the big banks in Canada raise their prime rates in advance. We saw that, and I mentioned it on my live stream a few weeks ago. We saw prime rates with BMO start going up, and that's totally in advance. Like, they get ready way before we even fucking know. So when that, like, they're trying to screen it right now, so that's okay. But the problem is people who bought before this screening process, before July, when all the limits were changed with respect to, I forget the term, but something changed with how they judge loan qualifications in July. But before all that, you're fucked because you paid like $100,000 more for your house than you would have had to. And it's really just going to be millennials that are hit, man, or self-employed individuals. They're going to be devastated if they just bought a house in this year. Self-employed millennials are going to be hit devastatingly hard. Single people, it's sad to say because they don't have another income to rely on. If things go south, they're done. It's really going to hurt the very people who, you know, I don't know.
How many audience
But
members do you have on your?
interest rate-
How big is your audience on YouTube, bro? What's your subscriber count?
About 13. Shy of 13.
13K. When did you start? When did you start on YouTube?
December.
Motherfucker. Let me tell you something. If that's not evidence against everything that you just said, listen, man, crypto's blowing up, bro. It's exploding. And more and more people are going to find out.
Okay, you want to know something, Spot? Have you seen what they're doing to channels that just promote crypto?
Yeah, man. You mean
Like, they're just wiping them off
shutting them down.
YouTube like nothing. Like
Yes.
Tim Perry, he said something
They're
very
fighting it.
smart tonight when I wasn't on the live stream.
Uh-huh.
By limiting the amount of bullshit we get into with some of this stuff, it's because, for instance, there was somebody charged in the United States facing FBI crimes. You're an American. I can only imagine the RCMP is investigating this too. Because of the massive amount of financial influencers on YouTube in the United States, again, I assume Canada is also thinking about this, okay? But because of that, they're now investigating YouTubers, making sure that if I make a video about a fucking stock and it blows up, but I sell 2 hours after that video, I'm going to go right to jail. This guy's facing years in jail because of a YouTube and Twitter channel where he did exactly that and scam. You can't do that shit.
No.
That's why it's like, you mention these coins and it's not that you don't believe in it, it's that you risk putting yourself in a place where I could mention SHIB one day and the next day it's rugged and my channel's fucking done and everything I have, you know what I mean? It's YouTube, I'll tell you this, it's a censorship game, but because I'm YouTube's bitch at the moment, like,
Me
let's
too.
be real. I make a bunch
I'm
of
a
money
bitch
on
too.
fucking YouTube. I'm
I'm a bitch.
YouTube's bitch.
I'm a
But
bitch.
I have to fucking play by the rules.
Yes.
But like, it's so tough mentioning crypto, man, or being honest about crypto because you say it's going to the moon, but YouTube won't even let you tell people about that. That's
Right.
the crazy thing.
No, but that's okay. Let me ask you a question. Are you looking at other platforms besides YouTube to broadcast your live streams from?
I haven't, and I've only started realizing that I'm such an opinionated fuck that I need other platforms badly. Badly. Because if I ever get rugged myself, like, I'm done. Like, fuck.
So there's, I've found that when YouTube gives me a strike and they say you can't do this, it's misinformation or whatever, I just try to avoid that topic. If you're getting
Like, I've never gotten a strike, but I've spoken about vaccines. I think it's So, like, I, to be honest, you know how they talk about shadow ban and shit? I don't want to get too deep into this.
No, we need to
But
get
you know they
totally
talk
into this.
about that shit?
I talk about shadow banning all the time. I'm a guru on the topic, so go ahead.
Well, listen, I'll tell you this. You pissed off the algorithm, bro.
Yes.
And I will also tell you this. YouTube shifted last year, okay, which I just recently learned after talking to their support team, because I went all summer thinking live streams were good. That's all I like doing. Live streams don't get promoted as much.
Correct.
Almost at all.
Correct.
And like and so I had to move back to videos, even though I prefer lives. Like, I don't like videos, but you know, I mean, I like making them if I can think of a good idea, but I just love talking to people more, you know? But YouTube doesn't promote that shit. Why? Because when someone goes over a video and they see an hour and a half, the odds of them clicking on the video are slim to none, simply because the average viewer length is 7 to 11 minutes, okay? So you seek out that video length video. So one, your RPM for YouTube, if you're monetized, is like this compared to what it could be if it was a video, right? Because no one's going to click on it in the first place. Two, so many channels, X, Y, Z. YouTube's algorithm, dude, you know why YouTube's algorithm is perfect? It's because it's almost impossible to find the biased, and yet the biased couldn't be more obvious. That is the genius behind their fucking algorithm. I'm telling you, because you can't figure it out no matter how much you try, okay? Like, and you think all you need is scheduled posts every day. Do X, Y, Z. You mention one country, which I'm not even going to mention on your channel because I don't even want to risk hurting it. But
Syria!
who do you think owns Google?
Syria! Israel, Palestine, Syria, Yemen.
Oh my God.
I'll say it all, man. I hate YouTube.
No.
I hate
and the
them.
funny thing is, you want to hear something funny?
What?
You didn't mention the one country that's going to get the fuck.
Afghanistan. What? No.
No.
What country?
China, bud.
China.
Make a video about China. Make a video about China and see what that does for your fucking channel. It's insane.
China. I'll say it all day. You're right. I piss off this algorithm, but I've learned the trick how to not piss it off. And I talk to it all the time. I address the algorithm on my show all the time. It's because I feel like I'm paddling upstream with an oar that's just a stick, and I'm just going like this and I'm not going anywhere. That's what it feels like when I'm trying to build an audience on YouTube. So what I'm asking about is, when I'm hearing Jimmy Dore or some of the podcasters that I watch talking about, hey man, when I get shut down here, I'm going to Rumble, I'm going to it used to be Trovo for me, but Twitch is a great one. Are you on Twitch?
No, I don't fuck with that.
All right, fuck with it. Let's get on Twitch. Get on Twitch.
I'll say this though. I've got a very unique little spot in YouTube that I need to just keep massaging.
You don't want to oversaturate the market. Look, all you got to do is start it. If you don't have a Twitch channel, just start a Twitch channel. You don't have to broadcast to it yet. To have it ready to go is what I'm saying.
Oh, I got a Twitch.
Good.
My biggest concern is I'm more long form. I prefer a podcast setup, man.
What do you mean?
That going.
What do you mean you prefer a podcast setup? That's what Twitch is.
No. Twitch it is. Okay,
audio only.
No. Well, no, and video to YouTube, so it can monetize both ways. But no, how it would go is that Twitch. Okay, so I get the I pay for this from Alexa.com. Like, it's a fucking subscription. I pay for this. I don't want the demographic on Twitch, basically.
So is it younger gamer, the younger gamer audience?
No. It's not that. It's that demographic doesn't get paid for fucking ads on Google. So if I start lowering myself in their eyes, they're professionals. So who the fuck am I to judge them? I can only assume that my income would also lower if I started to tailor myself to a gamer low-key millennial demo, because even though I'm a younger guy, most of the people on my channel that I get along most with are like maybe even your age, Tim's age, Candace's age, Ken's age. I don't actually chit-chat with a lot of fucking 30-year-olds, you know? But like Twitch is not the game. Like, I've realized one thing about YouTube, okay? You can try to spread yourself out pretty fucking thin and maximize all the money you can possibly just blow up, okay? But then you're really becoming a fucking loser in every one of those channels. So you got to cut them off. I learned that pretty fucking fast. And the one thing is now, I got this YouTube channel that's changed my fucking life. You've got to focus on the one thing, man. For me, and this is the thing. Each of us has a different experience, but I'm just giving you my experience. For me, I can't go outside YouTube right now because I know that this is, I mean, look, it would be like biting the hand that fed you, you know? I just can't right now I have to perfect YouTube. I don't know how, but I like Twitch I can't go to. I've been thinking about making the podcast though, for like even conversations like this, buddy, should be streamed over a fucking podcast. You know what I mean?
I don't understand what
Like
you mean.
shit like this is perfect for that.
I don't understand what you're saying. We're literally podcasting right now. I'm kind of confused about.
I mean, okay, so well, the different avenues you throw your channel out is kind of what I'm mentioning.
I mean, I totally get oversaturation. I totally get mismarketing. I'm down with everything you're saying. You and I are totally different animals, bro. You know, I get punished for some of the things that I've done on my channel, and I get strikes and things like that. It affects the way that I'm able to reach out to my audience. Your issue isn't that. You're not offending, you're not pissing off the algorithm. But what I'm saying is, if it gets to that point for you, because you're the one that's talking about all the crypto channels getting shut down, which I'm really not so aware of as much as the left-leaning atheist channels and left-leaning channels and things like that are getting shut down and getting their monetization pulled and getting videos taken away and getting charged with strikes and things like that. I'm just more on the level of I'm a vulgar guy. I say vulgar things. I curse a lot.
No, do your thing, yeah.
I get reported by my own audience members a lot. You know, so it's you
That's
and I.
unfortunate.
You're attracting a lot of positivity to your channel, and I attract a lot of negativity to mine. So that's the major difference. And you've got to protect your thing, and I totally understand that. For me, I just gotta sow my seed everywhere, bro. You know, it's like I got nothing.
Well,
I get shut down on every
I
channel.
know this. The Oracle loves your channel. I'm fucking full board on your channel, man.
Thank you, bro.
Look, I mean, you might think we're like night and day, but I'll tell you this, man. When I'm not on, well, look, yeah, I can't go too much into it, but I do a lot of similar shit, and we just rock and roll. I know this. I'm getting a lot of fucking text messages right now. But, sorry guys, but, yeah, no, rock and roll with this channel, dude. I hope I can keep talking to you. And no, all I meant by this stupid podcast thing was just different avenues of pushing the channel out, you know? But I'm in the infancy stage. Let me put it this way. You've been here for 10 years. I've been here for 10 months.
Yes.
I'm just trying to figure this out.
Yes, and you're doing it good. See, you remind me of this guy that I watch. His name's Jackson Hinkle. He's got a massive following on YouTube. He's doing really well with what he does. He does a political commentary, and he's very he keeps it real, you know, with his commentary. Young guy, great audience. He puts out a lot of positivity. I notice in his chat, he doesn't get a lot of trolling. He doesn't have a lot of negative stuff, and when it does, when there are people trolling, he just ignores it because there's so many people that are participating. With your style of broadcasting, man. I'm just saying, have a backup ready. This is what happened to me. I've got multiple YouTube channels, and I told my audience where they were because I got addicted to podcasting. And I had to have at least one or two people to hang out with so I could podcast. So I made new as soon as I'd get a strike, I'd get another email address and I'd make a brand new YouTube channel, and I'd call it by the same name, and I'd tell everybody. I'd get on Twitter, I'd tweet at everybody, and I'd say, hey, here's my new address. Come see my new channel and make sure you subscribe to it. And I would plan ahead before I get shut down. Okay, look, before we get algorithm to get shut down, before I get a strike, everybody go subscribe to my other channel. And you know what? It worked. Man, thousands of my audience members have subscribed to my other channels. They've really done that. They've been really good. One of my other channels has like 3,000 subscribers on it. It's a great backup channel.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice to have backups.
I gotta make a backup. Like, honestly, I gotta get an email list going. Fuck, dude. The only thing is, I'm at this. My only shtick is this. I feel like I've lost money because of my shtick, but I'm trying to like maintain. Sometimes I break it. I'll be honest, okay? But I'm trying to maintain a very certain set of kind of rules for like myself, like in that the community can kind of rely on X, Y, and Z a little bit. Obviously there's a gray area, right? Sometimes I do moves and this and that, but I'm trying to stay in a zone, and it does cost me a lot of opportunity actually.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my only, but at the same time, I never get myself in hot water either, you know?
Right.
Like, I'm still debating the sorry?
I'm agreeing with you. I'm like, because I do. I always get in
No,
trouble.
it's tough because like there's things I want to do, but I'm thinking of the channel, and then there's things I don't think of the channel whatsoever, and then I'm just blasting my little trades, going fucking nutbag on shit, making a ton of money, but then I can't say that, and it's like, oh fuck, you know, it's all about finding a fucking middle ground. I'm just trying to always like, I don't know how we got into this, but like, let's get back to some of the other chat. Like, fuck, we got Tim over here looking comfy. We got Candace looking cozy.
Yeah, that's good. Well, how you guys
and we
doing
got
up there?
Ken, he's high as a kite.
We're downstairs. How's the
high as a
upstairs
kite,
crowd
dude.
doing? How you guys doing,
What?
Tim?
What's it?
I wanted to ask Tim a question, actually. Tim, can I ask you, how into crypto are you, bro? Are you doing it? Are you doing it?
Yeah,
So,
we've been doing it since. Yeah,
what are some of your favorites?
A while.
I've been in since February. I started February this year.
yeah. So we've been in it since 2019.
Nice. Wow.
Holy shit.
Man.
Oh, sorry, what? 2020. Sorry.
Okay. Still, that's great.
Bitcoin's our top holding.
And then what are your?
Tim, I know I
then-
asked you this all. Oh, sorry, buddy. There's a lag. I'm not ever trying to interrupt you. I think there might be a lag between obviously where we live and shit. But since I'm talking, Tim, are you still adding to your Bitcoin position or what?
No,
No.
not adding to anything. I'm going to move out of some stuff, and I don't know whether I'm going to play some stuff in USDC and just wait.
Oh man, I
don't
got
know
a
that I'm-
great thing to tell you guys. You guys know about Celsius?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
know, are you in Celsius, or you put that USDC in Celsius? It's gonna
No,
give you
BlockFi.
Celsius will give you 8.8 on that USDC.
I get 9 up here in Canada.
Oh,
At a place
snap
called
it
Ledden.
all! Wow, man. Well, you know Celsius is doing 13.9 on synthetics.
Celsius is so DeFi focused that it borderline freaky given the way that the market's set up right now for me.
You gotta love it. They're just blazing a trail, man. Everyone's like, "What is Celsius doing, man? How can they do that, man? Oh my god!" I was like, "Sushi?" I was like, "I got sushi. What? You guys? Oh my god! You're gonna take my sushi and give me money for having it. I love it."
An interesting little crypto / stock thing. So you know how Coinbase got fucking screwed by it's because they asked instead of did, but they asked for permission for that lend program. They got rejected by the SEC. Yada yada yada. Right. So there's a company called Voyager. It actually trades on Wealthsimple. So it's on Canadian dollar. You're in Voyager.
Huh?
Dude. You know the difference, though, Tim, between Voyager's lend program and Coinbase's? Because there's the only reason why one is and it's not volume, okay? Dude, I got a video coming out about that, dude. Okay, if you're in Voyager, I've been in Voyager for a minute, and I got a dip opportunity on that bad boy. This is the thing. The second Coinbase got rejected on their lend program, boom. Voyager's lend program is so different, and it's so by the book ambiguously, if you can say that. I don't know how to describe it. It's like they're dancing in a line, but it's it's a fucking Lasan. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's a weird thing. But Voyager, guys. I mean, Tim's already in it.
Doing very well. I got in
Look, the
really
whole
early, and I'm
crypto
doing very well.
The whole crypto market went down today. Voyager went up. Why did Voyager go up? Because stocks like Coinbase and Robinhood.
For Circle.
Tim, can I get some of
It's
your
a
other
SPAC right now.
some of your other altcoins that you got?
Sure. VeChain, Cardano,
These are the big alts.
Omi. That's it.
Those are good. Those I've got almost every single one that you mentioned, man. And you know, when I was starting, I was going through and just trying to pick ones. I would look. The way I selected them was I would wait for Bitcoin to be dipping, and I would look for ones that were. I would look for ones that were doing really good, and I was like, that one's doing really good when Bitcoin's doing really bad. And I'm like, when Bitcoin's doing really, really, good, I'm gonna see. While the rest of the market is in the red. And Harmony One is also doing it. You gotta love those. Now, how do I get y'all back on here? Where are you? Where are you people? What? Oh, are you having me on full screen? Okay. You're freaking me out over there. I'll find you guys. I know you're... There you are. There they are. I gotta tell you guys, my audience loves y'all. My audience loves you guys. I generally, by this time, I've got 6 people watching. I got my electric guitar on. I'm playing really bad rock and roll. And they're all leaving, and they're saying, this guy is so bad. I've got 24 people watching the show still, which is unheard of for one of my podcasts. And they're saying very nice things. There's this one guy in there. I don't know who he is. His name is the Great White Vapor. I don't know who he is, man. Some crazy oracle.
I haven't changed it yet.
Some crazy oracle character. I see you. I see you. So,
Very cool. Hey,
can I ask you guys? This is great because you're all in Canada. I want to ask you a question. Anecdotally, how's the weather been? Have you guys noticed any climate change in your general vicinity?
no.
No.
It's just nothing
No.
changes up there. Maybe we should all move to Canada.
No, it's been wet.
Yeah, it's been wet, but that's normal for the fall. So
You got
Nothing's changed.
you got room for us? You got room for us up there?
We got a lot of room.
Yeah?
You got room for me down there, bud?
Well, yeah. I mean, we're in the mountains, man. I mean, there's nothing but room out here. But there's no people. No, it's just space.
Jesus.
The great wide open.
How far are you from a store?
1.3 miles basically. I've got a Jeep, so I can take a back road, or I've got a quad. I can take a back road. It's 1.3 miles. Or I can drive on the road, and that's it's a 3 mile on nice roads, depending on which way I go. So the problem is, it's right through the mountain that I live on, or driving around the mountain that I live on.
And are you on acreage, and your everyone around you has got some acres around
Yeah,
them?
everybody around me. I'm on 6 acres. Everybody's on 5 acres. And as you get down the road, there's this one guy, man. He's like a full off gritter. He's on 250. And then my other friend, that the guy I bought the Jeep from, he's at the other end of my road, and he's on 80 acres. These guys both live at, well, the one guy lives at the top of a mountain, and his view, I mean, I'm all about views and shit. I know Canada's like that. You guys have amazing views, you know, where you can just see for miles and see mountains, and he's got a view like that. It's just beautiful. And yeah, they're all basically prepared for anything that might happen as far as a collapse. They've got heavy equipment, and they've literally, and this one guy, he's got people, man. He's got people that live on his property. I mean, like, it's a whole commune, you know, and they do pottery.
Wow.
And they do, like, it's like serious pottery. It's like they have people come in and they teach people, they give lessons, and they've got these they got like the largest kilns in my county. And they make beautiful stuff, you know. They're really classy off-grid people, man, you know.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. My neighbor across the street raises goats, and rescues dogs, it basically, I can get eggs from these people. They have chickens and stuff like that, and we all kind of rely on each other because I produce a lot of cannabis. So that, you know, whenever anybody wants, oh, you know, it reminds me, I gotta hook my buddy up. He wants a Z, and you know, I don't charge for it. I just like, you guys want some? Okay, here you go. Give some for your kids. Here you go. You got. I give them this triage oil that I was telling you about that I make. I make it by the 5 gallons, and then I ship it all over the world. So, you know, I'm trying to get people to understand how amazing cannabis is and how it is for everyone, how you can use it on a child. You know, let's say you have a 4-year-old, a 1-year-old that gets a bee sting, you know, or a stub toe. You can rub this on them, and it's not going to affect them psychologically, and it makes their pain go away.
Right.
You know, so, you know, even my mom uses it. You know, it's like she was so against it, cannabis. And once I told her, I'm like, wait till you try this stuff. And she's like, oh, I use it every day now. I love that cannabis oil. I have a refrigerator back here. And I keep the jars. I'll show it to you. This is one of them right here. And it says triage oil on it, triageoil.com, and here, I'll show it to you. And that's what it looks like. It's frozen. It looks like a wax, and because it's mostly coconut oil, it's 98% coconut oil, 1% peppermint oil, 1% activated THC oil of any kind of strain of cannabis. It doesn't matter, just as long as it's not CBD. It's just get full on THC, and I've had so many people say, I've tried CBD this and CBD that. Maybe it worked a little, maybe it didn't do anything. They said, your THC oil is the real deal. It's the only thing that works every time. Man, let me tell you a story. So I made this stuff. I figured out how to make it. And about 6 months ago, I was laying in bed, and I got one of those, you know, you get like a little electric shock tinge. It feels like an electric shock. For me, I broke my neck in a motorcycle accident back in 2000. So they told me, you know, I was going to have these issues as I got older. I'm laying in bed, and I get one of those tingles in my shin, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm laying there, and I'm like, it's going to go away. And, you know, I wait another couple of seconds, and I'm like, it's going to go away, right? And a couple more seconds, I'm like, oh my God, this really freaking hurts. I'm like, I got my triage oil sitting right next to the bed. So I go over, I grab it, I rub it on there. Boom! I mean, like some force from another world came in and used like bones came in from Star Trek and went and made the pain go away instantly. And it's like magic, like that fast. I got a hornet sting on my arm. I got stabbed myself in the hand with a screwdriver, flathead screwdriver. Both of those times, when I rubbed that oil on those open wounds, pain gone instantly. I'm like, there's something up with this. And I know exactly how it works. Every cell in our body, and it's every cell, has THC receptors on it. We already know it's science. That's science. So, you know what it does? It relieves pain. And that's what that does. And as soon as those cells lock with the THC, that it's like a key unlocking a lock. And it makes your pain go away on every single cell, and it works on a cellular level. So, you know, I got friends, they have my friend's wife, she gets sores inside her mouth all the time. So I'm like, tell her to put this right on it, you know? And he says, bro, within 24 hours, they were gone. Sores inside her mouth. She used to get them all the time. Now she uses that and never has a problem. So, oh my God, somebody's dog just scared the crap. I thought that was outside. Was that a dog? Is somebody's dog barking? Nobody heard that? Was that just me? Oh my God, that was weird.
No.
That's the weed, dude.
Yeah, it is, right? It is, man.
Cannabis.
I'm hearing things, man. I'm hearing dogs barking. So, you know, I'm just spreading that good word. I'm just trying to get as many people educated on that as I can. Go ahead.
Do you ship up to Canada, or can you?
Yes, I can. And they've been really bad about the amount of postage it costs me now to do it. It's almost like $20. There's two fees. There's a border postage and there's an outgoing. I don't understand it. But you got to cover both. And it's like, for me to send, I send 2 of these.
Dude,
It usually costs...
there's people on welfare here, so we need you to cover that with your postage, okay?
Okay.
We're going to be raising taxes. We're going to be raising tariffs through the roof, okay? That's what UBI costs you, okay?
Right.
So it's going to be higher tariffs. It'll cost you $50 to send you a box here. Same go... Look, don't even... Oh my... Fuck, I just dug myself into this one hole. Forget it. Sorry. My bad, dude. Okay. Oh, fuck it. I don't want to go down this road. Take your eyeball for it. Yeah, go... Yeah, okay.
If you guys go to my website, it's triageoil.com. It's going to say, when you go there, there's a white screen. It pops up. It says, your connection is not private. And just click on advanced, which is right here. Click advanced. And then it says down here, proceed to triageoil.com. It's the stupid Google shit. I don't like to talk about Google shit. But anyway, this is my... You can download the songs and listen to this awesome band. This awesome music down here. We play it on the live stream all the time. I recommend the song Overdose, which is track number 4. And my main song is I Bleed For You, which is the theme song. There's also, you know what, I can show you guys that. This is basically the video that one of my audience members made for me. Here, I'll turn it down a little bit.
Prepare yourself.
And you're going to need to prepare yourselves. This is a video of clips from my show.
Prepare yourself.
We like to do a bong rip before the video comes on. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't just for all. Cheers, everybody. Hold on. There's going to be a video. There's going to be a video. It's right after this chorus.
It starts with an F.
And this is like, what the fuck?
So my favorite one out of all of that is the one where I say "fuck you" before you even hit thumbs down. Fuck you before you even hit thumbs down. It's so podcaster.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, I'll be honest. I didn't catch it. I just heard it as a group. Okay, I didn't catch it. Oh,
A little
that was
noisy.
out there. That was pretty wild.
Yep. That was nice of them to make for me, though. I was like, oh, man, I love that, man. That's cool as shit. Wow, I say fuck you a lot, don't I? I didn't even realize. I didn't realize how many times I say it. You know, someone actually counted that one day. They were like, dude, there's 76 fuck yous or something like that. We were laughing. So I was like, dude, you counted how many times I said that? It's so funny. It's like a thing. I actually have shirts that show me on it. It says "fuck you" on my shirt. Fuck you, and it's got me with, fuck you. Fuck you. You know, sometimes we do that on my show. Sometimes I'll do that as a joke, and people totally get it. They're like, "Oh yeah, fuck you." But I'll shy away from that now. You know, I try not to do that. I used to, just within the last few weeks, there were times where I really lost my temper and I scream at the top of my lungs, and it's become more of a habit. You know, it's a rage addiction, and I didn't really want to sacrifice my message anymore, man. I'm sick of being silenced. I gotta back away from that and just, you know, be nicer and show more of the real me instead of playing this character that I do on my podcast. You know, because I do characters. You know, I told you I do Alex Jones. You know, I only snort half a line of Super Male Vitality in the morning. It is so ultra potent. But then I will wait at least 5 or 6 seconds before I go back and I snort that other half a line. And then I am immediately renovating the bathroom. You know, my wife, she's in there knocking on the door. Hey, what are you doing in there? I'm renovating, okay? We're installing marble cabinets today. All right, now, we're doing a really good job. Now, I'm talking about interdimensional, shape-shifting reptilian aliens that are literally coming through the smoke and sucking the thoughts out of your brain. You know, you're going to want to go to Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.com. You're going to want to check out our products. We've got the finest, absolutely the finest protein bars, our shakes. We've got some of the finest flavors. Now, I've literally gone down in the submersibles, and I've overseen the entire mining operation of our iodine, which will literally protect you in a nuclear explosion. Now, I'm not telling you that it's not just going to protect you from the radiation. It is also going to protect you in the blast itself. I literally had them drop a nuke right on my home, and I survived. Why? My iodine samples are the finest, the purest products you will ever encounter. So you're gonna want to check out PrisonPlanet.com. Alex Jones. That's my AJ. I can do AJ for hours because I know there's such like this entire script that I do on him now. And my audience gets so sick of it, I'm sure, because it's always the exact same thing.
That's incredible.
I'm quite a character. I'm quite the character. We have fun on the show, man. You know, I try to entertain the folks as much as possible, and the thing that kind of I don't like about Restream is I can't see hearts or likes or happy faces or thumbs downs or thumbs ups or anything. That's a whole other level of communicating with your audience. And if you're trying to do comedy, or you're trying to make people laugh and stuff, it can be a little frustrating as if it's almost like you're a stand-up comic that can't hear or see your audience, and you're standing behind a wall, you know, and you're just hoping that you're making people laugh out there. And sometimes people like right now in my chat, Elizabeth Gordon, she just put a happy face with a little heart on it to let me know that they're reacting positively to it. It goes so far for me, you know, to try to keep that level of communication going. That, you know, just now when I was doing Alex Jones, I could see you guys didn't think it was fucking funny, and you're like, hey, when's this motherfucker gonna shut up? I was like, hey, that's good. I need that kind of feedback so I know when to stop doing these things because I push them too far. You know,
I'll tell you this.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Alex Jones was fucking hilarious because I love him and Joe Rogan. But if you're wondering why you're not getting subscribers, it's because you say that name. That's exactly it. Like you might not
Try
like
not to
it,
say his
but
name.
that's the restrictions put on you by whoever owns. Like that's it. Like, and I mean, like straight up, I find it fucking hilarious. Okay, Alex Jones, I'm not even gonna get into it because I don't want to be fucked up. But he got banned off every platform known to man, even mentioning his name on live. That's the most brutal. Trust me, I find it hilarious, bro. Oh, do you like Tim Dillon?
Yeah, Tim Dillon's
Him,
hilarious.
fucking Alex and Joe Rogan.
fucking
Dude,
hilarious.
him, Alex, and Joe Rogan have one of the best podcasts out there, dude.
Yeah, they're. I haven't seen that. I don't think I've seen that one specifically, but I like
Okay,
when
well,
Joe
good.
Rogan and Alex Jones get together, because Joe Rogan will call Alex Jones on his bullshit right to his face, and Alex Jones will back down. Like he'll be like, "Really, Alex? I mean, come on." Alex will back down a little bit. He'll be like, okay, well, they might not be shape shifting, but they're interdimensional. He's like, it's the cigarette smoke. They're coming through. He literally says they're coming through the cigarette smoke. And my audience is gonna love this. I made a fake review of an Alex Jones product. I went to prisonplanet.com or prisonplanet.com. What's the other one? Infowars. It's Infowars. So I went to Infowars. I had to actually get into character, remember the name Infowars. I went to Infowars.com. I went to the shop. I looked at this one thing. It's called Ultra Brain something. Ultra Brain Stimulus or something like that. Ultra Brain, whatever. And I typed up this whole review, and I did it when in the live stream in character as Alex Jones as I typed the whole freaking thing out. And I was like, and they were like, dude, you're going to get blocked off this site. And I'm like, yeah, they do that. They've got admins. They're very strict over there. Motherfucker, if I didn't get an email from Infowars.com saying, congratulations, your review has been posted on Infowars.com. It's literally there right now. You can go see it. It's hilarious. I talk about going down in the submersible. I talk about radiation, bro. I talk about snorting it. I'm like, I only snort one drop. It is so ultra potent, bro. And they okayed it. And they put it up there, man. I was like, that is like getting blocked by Donald Trump on Twitter. You know, it is like the ultimate compliment. Ah.
Well, I tell you what, guys, I got to get up and make a living in the morning. So I got a jet.
Tim, thank you so much for having me on your podcast. I had so
It
much
was
fun.
great
I
to
love you
meet you.
guys. I love all you guys.
Yeah, it was great to meet you. Candace, you take care of yourself.
I'm gonna have this
You
dart
too.
and then I'm gonna peace off myself.
And
the
you keep
dart.
doing what you do.
The dart.
Yeah.
It's the dart. It's
And Ryan will catch you later, eh?
tobacco.
Oh, for sure.
Smoking.
Okay, buddy.
I'm half in the fucking bag right now, Tim. This is the after show shit.
That right? I got tears coming out
I'm
of my eyes.
half in bed, and I have to put the other half in
There we
bed.
go. You admitted it.
There we go. Night all.
Thank you.
Night.
Good night. Whoa, are we still here? Why are we still
Yeah, some of
here?
us, yeah.
Are we still here? Dude, what? He closed
Oh
it.
no, you're catching it. Oh, weird.
We're still live. You guys aren't
Yeah.
going.
Weird.
You guys aren't going anywhere, are you? I'm not going anywhere. I'm not closing out the freaking window.
Yeah, good.
Look at me. I'm not doing it. I'm smoking another bong rip. That's what I'm doing. Hey, how about a dab of concentrate? You guys do dabs? You guys even dab, bro?
No.
Have you ever tried them before? Concentrated cannabis?
No. Yeah, I have. It's too,
Yeah,
too much
yeah.
for me.
Okay, you have.
I don't
right?
do that shit.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of people out there that I'm way zoomed in here, aren't I? I gotta zoom this camera back out. Hold on. That just, I don't know. Maybe did you do a giant dab when you tried it? Did you do a big dab?
No, I'm just not into it as much. Oh, I'm not into it as much, to be honest.
Okay. So
I smoke a little, but
there's-
that's about it.
there's some people that they benefit in different ways. Like if somebody's got asthma, and they got breathing issues or whatever, they benefit from the concentrate because the flower has a lot more things that are burning that'll irritate your lungs and things like that. And the concentrate eliminates
Right,
a lot
yeah.
of that. But the way, go ahead.
No, man. I'm sorry. There's a lag on our end, so I only speak up when there's a silence. I'm sorry, man. But okay. Anyway, now that I'm speaking,
Yeah,
and in the future there is a lag. Okay, like on our end, like
I
trust me.
gotcha.
So, are you a Star Trek guy, dude?
I am the old school Star Trek, not the next generation or
What? Are you okay? When you say old school, are you talking 1960s,
Yeah.
like fucking dummy, or are
Yeah.
you talking like what?
yeah.
Oh,
I'm like,
you're so. Oh my God! Come on.
yeah, I'm Spock.
Come on,
I'm
dude.
Spock and
Do
Scotty
you know
and
dude,
Sulu.
I'm gonna start a Star Trek podcast alone where it's just okay. You know what? I gotta take my sign down next time I come on your channel. Okay, I have to. Okay, so people can't fucking find me. Swear to God, because the shit. Yeah, I want to start a Star Trek and Star Pod podcast and just boom, pod it every time. Nail it off.
Yeah, I gotta interrupt though. I gotta get going, guys, because it's
We-
11:30 and I gotta be up at 6.
All right, you've got a life. It must be nice.
Peace out, buddy.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'll talk to you soon, Nay.
Thank you so much, brother. Take care.
Yes, thank you as well.
Okay.
It's been a great time talking to you.
Okay, same here.
Okay, good night.
All right.
Good night, Candace.
Good night.
See you, bud.
Candace, you know how I'm going to remember your name? An old
How
girl.
are you still awake?
Me or Candace?
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. Again the lag. No, I meant Candace.
Yeah.
But go on with your question.
I was just gonna tell her I was gonna remember her name because I've got an old girlfriend of mine who I haven't spoken to in years. Her and I have just been talking a lot lately, and that's her name, Candace. So it's gonna be a lot easier for me to remember your name with that association. For some reason I have a problem remembering people's names. The easiest name for me in the world to remember is Tim, though, for some reason. And somebody comes along, their name is Tim. I'm like, Tim. Oh, it's another Tim. Hey, Tim. So Tim was easy. And now I had to learn because I don't know too many Candaces. I think it's a rare name in my life. So I got the association on you now, Candace. I got you.
Oh, that'll make it easier.
I gotcha. So, Candace, what are you doing as far as crypto?
Well, basically, when Bitcoin was down at 30K, I liquidated all my altcoins, moved everything over to Bitcoin because my TA at that time had told me that that was the bottom, and I was confident in that. And then I've just been adding to Bitcoin as it's been going up. But now I've stopped. Now I'm put my money into Polkadot at the moment.
I love Polkadot. Polkadot is one of my favorites.
Polkadot.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely one of my. Well, it has so much utility, so
Well, of
just
course.
that alone makes me confident in it.
Do you know Lark Davis?
Yes.
Do you listen to what he
Well,
says?
not personally, but I know his show. Yeah, I've seen his show a few times.
He's talking a lot about Polkadot right now. It's very exciting.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have started to talk about it.
Yeah. So that's one of the
So
guys
it's
that I go
definitely-
to.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of the ones that I definitely really like.
How can you not love something called Polkadot? I mean, that's literally when I was getting into crypto, I was very conscious of the names. Because I would research each one. I would see what they were doing. I wanted to see, I found out what Ethereum was. I was like, okay, well, everybody needs Ethereum. And then I wanted to see what Cardano was. I was like, okay, well, Cardano is very important. I was like, oh, Polkadot, or Sushi. I was like, oh, Sushi, that's cute. I was like, oh, Polkadot, that's a cute one. I was like, I wasn't even going to research it. I was going to have some because I thought people would like it because of the name, like Doge, And then I found out about it, and I said, whoa, it's serious. I mean, they're big.
Yeah, well, I know when I first saw the name Polkadot, I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. It's probably a crap coin. But then I actually did the research, and I was like, holy banana bread, look at this thing. It does everything. Parachains, it's like, It's like an altcoin on steroids.
Yes. Yes.
And that caught me right there, and I've been a fan pretty since then.
So I'm really excited about technology based coins. I'm excited. There's people that are they're trying to pick winners early on, and they're spotting the technology. This one is a you've heard of pay to play games, which is basically how video games have become now, pay to play. So now they're doing play to earn games, and you earn crypto for playing the games. And there's a couple of cryptos based around that. That was the Saitama, I believe. Saitama, which is the game. It's the name of the game. And so you play Saitama to earn crypto. And I said, this is one of those, you think it's a pump and dump, and you hear, you go look at it and it looks like a hockey stick, so you're very suspicious. But then come to find out, well, it's actually got some technology behind it, and they haven't released the game yet, but it is really promising. I listened to somebody talk about it, and he actually did like a deep dive on it. I can't think of his name. I can't think of his channel name on YouTube right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you look into gaming, I mean, take a game like World of Warcraft. At one point, the economy in World of Warcraft is one of the largest economies in the world. So there's a lot of money that flows through these games, and it makes sense to build a coin into them.
I totally agree. I mean, I remember I was playing Silk Road, and we were building up a mass. They have your clan has a storage shed where you could keep all of the stuff. So like if you have a suit of armor for level 1, you could put the whole suit of armor and all the greatest weapons for a level 1 player in there. So when somebody joins your clan, they can go right in there and they grab that suit and go, are you familiar with all that?
Yeah, I've definitely heard stuff like that for sure.
Yeah, well, we found out, you pay money. They would literally, you would trade with other people. People would get ripped off. It was, it became a shady thing. Someone would join your clan and they would steal everything out of your shed. And because the stuff was literally worth a lot of money. I mean, in the real world. So, taking that sentiment and then introducing blockchain security style technology to where maybe somebody can't come in and steal your clan stuff so easily, or solving basic problems. And that's the thing I'm looking at blockchain for. I want to see solutions to things, basic stuff, and people like Elon Musk and Jack Dorsey are talking about world peace, achieving world peace with blockchain via artificial intelligence. And I'm like, I don't think that's it, man. I think we got it wrong, guys.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Elon Musk is always talking about the singularity, and I know he's a little bit concerned about it, and rightfully so. But I mean, I do think that blockchain is going to be it's going to be a technology that's going to drive the future, for sure.
I think it already is, especially when you consider it's something that can't be shut down. It's something so powerful. It's become I don't know, is it bigger than the internet? Is blockchain bigger than the internet already? I wouldn't be surprised. And I wonder
I don't think it's there yet, but I think it's growing at a rate that was faster than the adoption of the internet. So it's obviously going to pass the internet at some point.
It's going to eat
but
it.
It's growing fast.
It's going to consume it, and everything that you visit on the internet will now be hosted on the blockchain. Of course, the technology, they're not going to be able to compete with it. Banks won't be able to compete with it. I pulled all my money out of my bank.
Once the blockchain and the internet sort of become one, then everything you do on the net will be known forever because it'll be written into the blockchain.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be able to clear your internet history.
It won't be an internet history. It'll be on the blockchain. It'll be in the ether, man. Obtainable by everybody. Oh boy. I'm telling you, man, I've got reservations. I want to see the good things happen before the bad things, but I'm afraid we've already opened that box. I'd say the genie's already come out of the bottle. And
Yeah, I mean, with almost every new technology, you're going to get the good and the bad.
yes. Yes.
The government will try to sugarcoat the good just so that you're not looking at the bad, which will be happening over on the side. But you get both sides. I mean, you take something like, go back as far as Einstein and E equals mc squared. I mean, the good is certainly there's a lot of medical technologies using nuclear residence, things like that. That's good. Dropping a bomb on us and obliterating us, that's perhaps not so good.
Richard Sunday Jr. just said, "Holy banana bread," laughing my fucking ass off. I know, I like that too, because I love banana bread. My friend Chuckles, he's a frequent member on the show, but him and I know each other in real life. His mom used to make the best banana bread, raisins and chocolate chips in this banana bread to freaking die for. Oh my god, it was so moist. They would bring me 2 loaves, and I'd keep that in my fridge, for a bachelor. God, it was just so nice. Chuckles' mom.
Well, the whole banana bread thing, just to sort of put that into context, I used to work in a call center, and you couldn't swear at all under any circumstances. So I decided I'm just going to create my own swears. So I come up with holy banana bread, and then if something's really messed up, I say, "Oh, that's banana fuddled." And sometimes I'll call somebody, a banana bread head, or
can I tell you my swear?
I could say,
what, you got another one?
Ahead.
You got another one? No, I want to hear more. You're like going to keep your riffing.
No, it's fine. It's just more or less I can string them together. It's like an orgasm of bananas, just everywhere.
I've got the one that I use is "God bless America." That's all I say. God bless America.
Yeah.
We were talking about Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I said, I'm going to have kids. I've never had kids before. I'm going to have 3 kids. I'm going to name them Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. And when they're outside on the street, I'll be like, "Jesus, Mary, Joseph, get your asses back in here!"
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Oh, yes. Fun names for your children. I was thinking about, I'm gonna have a couple kids. If I have 2 boys, I'm gonna name them Satan and Jesus, and I'll just let them sort it out.
Let them sort it out.
Hey, man, I woke you up over there.
That would be.
I woke him up. Hey, I woke him up with some humor, some humorous content there. I want to do a dab, man. Let's do a dab, man. Do you even dab, bruh? You know dab? Yo, he doesn't dab, dude. Dude doesn't dab. No, bruh. Hey, bruh. Some dudes don't dab, bruh. Get over it, bruh.
I'll tell you what, dude. I gotta fucking hit the hay, dude. Well, not hit the hay. I gotta go fucking take my dog out. So I gotta hit the road, man.
Okay, I understand.
It's been nice chatting with you, dude, for a while. But
yes.
Keep in touch, man, through the Daters or Ken or whatever.
Wait, no. We don't have to do that. Are you on Twitter?
No.
Do you have a way that you commute, like when
I have a Twitter account that I don't use. Let's put it that way.
Okay,
If you want to get a hold of me, the easiest way is my email.
All right, well, give me a second, man. Let me get your email.
Here, it's on, just so I don't have to put it out on the live stream.
Sure.
If you go on my channel, it's on the About page.
On your YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's on the About page.
All right, and it's Hirye, Hirye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, brother, and it's been so much fun. I really, this is like my first real experience doing an actual podcast with a few people, and it was a lot of fun, man. Thank you. You made it really nice and interesting.
Yeah, it was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I hope we can
All
do
right,
it
man.
again.
Well, I gotta let you go. My dog's fucking running around. I gotta take him piss. But okay, have a good one, dude. Reach out to me by my email because it's right there in the About section.
Okay.
And you got the dancers obviously on lock, and I'm with them all the time. But anyway, and Candace, I will see you later.
All right.
Bye,
Take
guys.
care.
Candace, you're more than welcome to stay. We're gonna keep broadcasting here on my channel. I'm gonna do a dab. He couldn't stay for a dab, dude. He doesn't even dab, dude. I'm doing a dab.
Well, I'm actually gonna take off here in a moment just because
Okay.
my cat. We're sort of locked in my office, and I think she wants to go.
You got some. You got some ink there. You got some ink.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up? What's up?
Hey,
Check it out.
right there. Just some roses. Got BB-8 over here.
Nice.
Yeah, over here. These stars are basically it's DNA made out of stars, like they're all color coded. It sort of
Nice.
forms a helix. It's hard to see
Nice.
it.
No, I see. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
Oh, I
no,
love it.
I do like the ink.
I do too. I do too. In fact, I don't have any tattoos, personally. But do you know that almost every single person in my life does? My sister, even my sister, all my friends. I don't know, Iceman, maybe Iceman doesn't have a tat. My buddy Iceman. He comes on the show sometimes. Hey, Dave D, Elizabeth G, Richard Sunday, Most Dope Click. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. This is my new friend Candace, everybody. She's in Canada. Cheers.
Yep, the Great White North.
It's a beauty way to go, eh?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and I know since Ken had brought you up in some of our communities the other day, it's like I subscribed then, and then every time I'm on, it seems like you're streaming. It's like, oh, there he is. There he is.
So, did you follow my channel? Is that why you could see me?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's why. Because
thank you.
Ken had said, oh, this guy's cool. Everybody go over and subscribe. So
Thank you.
that's what we did.
Let me see. How do I make this bigger here? Oh, that's great. Okay, great. So let me get rid of this and go with. That was a big dab. I just did. Oh, why am I having such a hard time pulling up the screen? Here, I got it. There we go. That dab I did was amazing just now. My friend comes in. He lives, I believe his mom lives in California, in Florida, but he goes back and forth between Florida and California and other places. And when he's here in California, he'll come visit me. And he has like the most amazing selection of concentrates. And the thing about his stuff is the flavor and the smell. And, it's all super potent too. But, it smells so strong and so vivid. It's almost like you're like, he's cheating or something. How does he do this? And it's because the strains that he starts with, the cannabis strains, they're just over the top strains that are just so strong and potent that when you concentrate it, that's what you're left with. This what I grew this year. Now I've been growing for a long time. What I grew this year is, as Alex likes to say, super ultra potent. It is covered with that resin, with those shiny little sparkles, with the well, I don't know if you're familiar with cannabis too much, but
Not a lot.
that's the oil. That's that shininess that looks like sugar on the cannabis flower. That's oil, and that when you expose that to heat, it melts down into an oil, and people extract it. Or you can use butane or alcohol, all kinds of ways to extract the oil. But this stuff, it's so oily that the buds are like sticking to my fingers and leaving residue on my fingers and stuff. That's the kind of stuff that, that's the kind of stuff that he will extract. that'll render the kind of this quality. Look at what this stuff looks like. I mean, can you believe that's what I'm smoking? It looks like,
Oh wow.
I know, it looks like baby food. The
Sort of
color
looks like wax.
Yeah, well, that's what they call it too. And they call them diamonds, and they've got all kinds of names. Here, look at these.
Okay.
Isn't that beautiful? And that's actually a little gelatinous. It's got like, they're kind of soft, and it's almost like gummies, you know, like a gummy bear consistency.
Mhm. Right.
And yeah, and he takes butane and does that. And I believe he might do ice. Ice does that too. But oh man. I can only smoke so, and that's funny is what I say when I'm Alex Jones. I can only snort so much. I can only smoke so much of it during a live stream, or I lose the ability to communicate with my audience. I get like you know, there's giddy and there's fun and hilarious, and then there's like, and you know what would be fun is to get like a reel, like the one where I was saying fuck you over and over again, but just get a reel of me like
Sure.
just kind of like dazing off in that zombie-esque mode, and that's if I overdo it. So generally I don't do that. I try not to do it. You know, I know my limitations. It's funny is I've got cannabis from last year. It's called Orange Bud. It's behind my monitor over there. It's less potent than the stuff that I have from this year. And the other day we were smoking, and I was like, let me smoke some Orange Bud now. I want to keep smoking, but I don't want to fall asleep. So
Yeah, I suppose falling asleep on stream wouldn't be too fun. It might be funny for the viewers for the first 5 minutes, but
it's, you know, I've literally tuned into a podcast. This guy had like 1,000 people watching him, and he was sleeping. And all you could see was he had the cover, he had the thing, the camera was on a tripod on him in the bed, and all you could see was his covers. And every once in a while you'd see him move, and I'm watching the chat, you know, and the chat is going, and they're all talking to him. And I'm like, wow, guys, you guys are talking to the dude that's sleeping on camera, and there's so many of you doing it.
oh yeah.
It was funny, you know, and you know, 1,000 people watching him sleep.
Yeah, there was a Twitch streamer once. One night he had ended his stream and then went to bed, but the stream started up anyway, all over again, and it just broadcast his empty chair all night long. And people kept, I every so often I stopped in just to see if it was still going, and there would always be somebody, 2 or 3 people in the audience just,
Chatting.
you know, just there and like
Yeah, having
chatting
conversation.
or,
Sure.
you know, just, you know, having fun, making, you know, invisible streamer jokes, things like that.
So you
But,
took that
no.
invisible man potion. I guess it worked finally. There'd be all kinds of things. Dude, did you get that invisible force field? Were you time?
yeah,
Are you
that'd
time
be cool.
traveling? Trying to riff on that for a minute. Yeah, I bet they were having
Oh
a
yeah, no,
blast.
that would definitely be cool.
Dave D, thank you for your support. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Dave D's been through all of our communities over with High Rye, myself, and the Danters. He's a really good guy.
Oh
Very
really?
supportive.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Oh cool, Dave
yeah.
D. I didn't realize that. He's been chatting all, you know, on my stream for a couple of days, and I
Yeah,
thought
probably came over when Ken dropped your links.
Thank you, Dave D, and thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. Or Ken. You said Ken or Tim?
That was Ken.
Ken. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that was Ken.
Yeah, it was Ken. What am I thinking? I saw him. He even
Yeah.
he even
Oh, yeah.
tweeted something, I believe. So great, so fantastic. Because you know me, I'm completely subverted. Nobody sees me It's any little bit helps so much. It amplifies.
Oh yeah.
It amplifies me on an exponential scale because I have so few viewers. You know, so it's like I'm only starting with like sometimes 8.
Well, I mean,
And-
my YouTube channel's less than a month old, so I know what it's like.
What's your YouTube?
I pay very close attention.
What's your YouTube channel?
It's called Financial Brew.
And is there
Brew?
is there a space in between?
Yeah. I mean, basically, there's 2 Financial Brews when you search for them. Mine's the active one. It's Financial Brew with Candace Mountain. So, you know,
I'm gonna
basically early October, we've got about, I think 7 videos on the channel.
Well, I'm gonna get you some more people right now. Financial
Oh, cool.
Space Brew, right?
Brew. Yeah, Space Brew.
Financial Brew. Should I say with Candace or just Financial Brew?
There's only going to be 2 of them. One, you
Alright.
pull it up, and then you'll see one is mine. I think mine will be
there
the
you
top
are.
one.
I
'cause-
got you with
Yeah.
Candace Mountain. Subscribe.
Yeah, I bought the web page for it, and then I found out there was
Let's
another one
get you to
I looked at it and they weren't
100.
active, and I said, screw them.
Let's get you to 100 as soon as possible. Hey, everybody watching, here is the link. Please go right now to YouTube and let's see how many viewers. It won't take much to get her to 100. Let's get her to 100
That's true.
subscribers, guys. So we got you right now. It went from 83. I'm refreshing the page. 83 subscribers. Look, I subscribed and it still says 83. I don't know if it's updating it or not, if it's a live update on the front page. But
Watch out, Kitty.
it's not going to take a lot, guys. Talk therapy for your finances, everybody. Let's see what you got here.
Absolutely. It's pretty laid back,
Which
and
investment strategy factors
yeah.
for finding the best broker.
Yeah, so basically, I mean, the whole channel, it's going to be stock market and crypto. But I've sort of started with trading on the stock market side and then slowly working people into crypto, giving them a bunch of background.
So,
And my big goal is, I was just going to say, my big goal is I just try to make every video a little bit better than the last video.
yes.
Because I've had to teach myself editing, and I've had to teach myself OBS. And,
Right? There's a learning curve there, absolutely. So, you're at 84
There
subscribers
is.
now.
but oh, there we go. One
Yeah,
more.
I'll subscribe to you. 84 subscribers. Thank you, Elizabeth Gordon.
Oh,
Let's get her
thank
to
you,
100.
Elizabeth.
And everybody who sees this in the future, there's the link in the chat. It's Financial Brew with Candace Mountain. That's easy. Candace Mountain. Candace.
Exactly.
Mountain. I live on a mountain. You guys can remember that. Candace Mountain. All right, so let's see. It's make sure you click the bell icon for notifications when she puts up more content.
Yeah, and you'll make the kitty cat happy here.
I'm just trying to... Oh, let's tweet this out. And I'm just going to say... Please subscribe to my friend's new channel. There we go. I'm gonna get you some subscribers. Let's get her to 100. That'd be great.
Yeah.
So we'll check in and we'll see if we can get
Right.
that going for sure.
Oh, I definitely appreciate that.
Absolutely. I know how hard it is when you're starting a channel. If you're doing really good, positive, uplifting content like you are, you're gonna do great. You know, the algorithm's gonna love you and it's gonna promote you. It's gonna take a little while. You're gonna have to get
Yeah.
probably like 1,000 subscribers, but
Yeah, I think I need 1,000 subscribers. I also need 4,000 hours of view time. So once I've got enough regulars, then I'm going to start doing live streams because that's a great way to just buff up that live time.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Because that's what I did when I first started the channel. I basically I went on YouTube and I found channels that basically explained all of the algorithm and how to get everything all done and taken care of.
Yes.
So I watched a whole crap load of that, probably a full day. And I was like, okay, I understand what I need to do now.
Right, exactly. They tell you. And you'll see that those podcasters
Oh, yeah,
are doing really
absolutely.
well. They have like 1.3 million subscribers on their channels. They're like, yeah, I'm going to follow your
Yeah,
advice.
and according to Dave D, I'm going to have 1,000 subscribers in the morning. So,
Dave D,
you know, you
Dave D,
Dave
let's
D.
do it, man. I mean, let's just tweet it out there. It's on Twitter. It's in the chat.
oh yeah, it gets out there. It's
I
I
remember.
mean, I look at it this way. I mean, most people who are, you know, less than a month into their YouTube channel haven't hit some of the milestones I've already hit. So I've been happy with the growth, for sure.
You must be. You know, I'm telling you, I've got channels that have less than 84 subscribers on them. I've got channels with like in the teens, you know, and I've got from a base where I've got 24,000 other, and back at the time I told them go subscribe to my channel, and they were like, no, we're subscribed to you already. We're good with that. So it man, when you hit 100, it's gonna help so much because you're going to be more visible on the platform instantly. You're gonna be
Oh,
more
I think,
visible.
yeah, absolutely. I
Yeah,
think
you're gonna
that's
see
going to do
random
pretty good.
people. And that's some of your best growth might be. See, it starts out from people you know, and then it becomes people you do not know, and you're all of a sudden you're
Ooh,
just
yeah.
new people that just dig your content. You stay true to them.
Absolutely.
To what see, that's one thing I did was I changed what I did. And there were some people that used to watch, and they were like, "Oh, you're talking about politics now. We're not gonna watch it anymore." And I ended up losing, you know, a lot because I switched. And if you keep it constant, you guys are just talking about the same thing. Oh man, yeah, you're gonna be
Well,
so good.
Yeah, and the other thing too is every time I get a request for content in the comments, I just write it down and I make sure that I plan a video around it for them.
Right? That's fantastic.
Because right now I'm small enough that I can still do that.
Exactly. And are you
You
gonna
know,
start?
eventually I'll be big enough that I
Are you
won't
gonna
be
s-
able to do it.
Are you thinking about starting a
much.
Patreon? A Patreon channel?
Yes, I'm probably going to do that once I'm a little bit bigger.
So what I see Thunderfoot
I
does, he's got, you know, millions of people probably watching him. So on his Patreon, where he doesn't have as many people, there's tiers, and once you're on a certain tier, you get to recommend content suggestions and things. Or you have a tier where he has like a meeting where he'll like Zoom chat a whole bunch of people. It's pretty cool.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
My kitty cat is pawing at the door. Let me just let him in. What do you want, man? What's wrong with outside? You're a cat. I thought cats liked outside.
Yeah, see, my cat is just comfortably sitting on the back of the chair for now.
Dave D says you're gonna have 1,000 subscribers in the morning. So
Yeah, I saw that. That's
how did you
let's hope he's right.
how did you see that before I freaking saw that? Isn't that funny?
I've got two monitors. On my other monitor, I'm actually in YouTube in the actual live stream.
Oh, you're there. Oh, that's how you saw it before me. Sure.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah, and I've noticed as well, even on this one here, the chat comes up a little slow.
Well, let
So,
me see.
I just look at the chat on the other screen.
Let me see how many. I've got a way of refreshing the amount of people watching right now. I'm going to do that really fast. See how many people we've got watching across all the channels.
Yeah, because I know with me, I just see one of your channels.
Holy shit, man. What's up, everybody, man? There's a whole bunch of people watching. This is Candace, everybody. You can check out her channel on YouTube, everybody. It's Financial Brew with Candace Mountain. It's a brand new channel, and you can help her out immensely over there by subscribing and clicking the bell notification for the bell icon for notifications whenever she puts up new content. Help her get over 100, guys. I will go ahead and I will repost a link in the chat for you guys. I've tweeted it. But, wow. You guys are great. I can't believe that there's so many people watching us, Candace. Oh, wow. We've gone up to
Well, you said you had.
We've gone up to 85.
You had a lot of channels.
Now you've got 85 subscribers.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Yeah, I've got an excessive amount of channels. I remember I started the YouTube channel, and my content was, I was pushing it. I was over the top, and I bullied somebody on my channel. I bullied somebody, and they gave me a strike for bullying.
Oh.
And yeah, and I said, you know, you can't talk smack about a person, you know, on your channel. And if you do, if you say bad things about somebody, they can say, hey, this person's saying bad stuff about me. And not only will they take the video down, but they will give you a strike on the channel. So that was my first experience with the type of control and that they have over you and how they can shut you down. Something beautiful thing you'll never have to worry about on your channel. It's a beautiful thing. When that occurred, and I couldn't. They said, I believe the first strike. I was still allowed to live stream. I almost immediately got the second. I got a second strike, and then I couldn't live stream.
Oh wow!
And then I realized I had to start making new channels. So when the first strike got off, and back then it was like, I want to say it was 30 days, the first strike. It wasn't that bad. And then I was down to one strike, and I was able to broadcast again. The first thing I did was, I told everybody, I said, I've got a new channel, everybody, and here's the link to it. And I made a whole stream about, this is the new link, this is where you guys got to go. And the reason why is because I did something and I got in trouble. And if you get in trouble on YouTube, you get silenced. And I started with that. And then I did it so many times. I didn't bully people. I would just get a strike for stupid stuff, you know, like copyright violation. That was a big one. You know, this one guy, he is a wood shop owner. He does shelving and woodworking on YouTube. He's got a big channel. He's got like over 1 million subscribers, right? One day I was doing a live podcast, and we were watching videos of how to build shelves. Because I was like, hey, I wonder how you build shelves. I'm like, hey, let's watch some YouTube videos of people building shelves, and it'll be good. So I put up in the corner of, I'm watching videos of shelf building. And one of the videos that came up was this guy's. YouTube has this thing now where they will literally send you a notification and say, hey, your content is now being displayed on Nay's Garden. Do you wish to have this content removed and have a strike assessed? They give you all kinds of power, man. And he did. And he said he didn't want his shelving video appearing on my cannabis related channel, even though I was promoting his channel, even though it was YouTube stuff on YouTube, which to me is the most obnoxious thing. It's like, if it's on YouTube, we should have full reign. If it's something we see on YouTube, we should be allowed to rebroadcast it on YouTube, as long as we're not claiming it's our material, which of course I wasn't doing. I was saying, let's learn how to build shelves. That's what he does. He teaches people how to build shelves. Well, I guess he had 1 million subscribers. He didn't need, 16 more. So, from my tiny channel. So, boom, I get a strike from that guy.
No,
Go ahead.
I know. I heard of a friend of mine got a strike for the radio was playing in the background.
Yes,
and they
Yes.
they hit him on copyright for that.
Yes, you have to be so careful. So you can't play music, you can't have TV, and yeah, I'm glad you know about that. Because it's so frustrating to find these
Oh,
out
yeah.
the hard way. Because once you're struck, your algorithm, it's just a gray flag, but it's enough to make it so that only half of your subscribers get notified when you put up content. Then when you get the red flag
Oh, yeah.
one, once you get that second strike and it's for something bad, now they got me twice now for medical misinformation, for playing CNN, for playing CNN video on my live stream, which I usually do.
Oh, wow.
Your cat is so precious. Oh my God! Look at the expression on that. What is your kitty cat's name?
Blaze.
Blaze, Blazy, Blazy, Blaze, Blaze, Blaze. Blaze is starting to look a little this way. Blaze, Blaze. Meow, 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 meow. There. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, look at that gorgeous face. Oh my God. Harles, you're so ugly. You want to see mine? He's right here. Harles, you're such an ugly boy. You can't be beautiful like Blaze. Blaze is gorgeous. You are ugly. You're ugly boy.
Hey there, kitty.
This cat eats so much food, he's just like a freaking bottomless pit. Then he goes outside. I think he's an anorexic cat. I think he goes outside as soon as
Oh.
he eats and throws it up. And then he just eats and eats and eats and throws it up.
Yeah, he is chowing away.
Dude, this cat never stops. I've probably fed him already once or twice in the last 2 or 3 hours. He's a little, and you know what? Sometimes he'll sit there and he'll force me to feed him, and I'll feed him, and he'll go up there and he'll sniff the food, and then he'll run straight to the door, and I'll be like, "You are a bastard, man." I was like, "You don't
Oh,
even
wow.
want food. You just want to control me." I have a whole stand-up routine that I wrote around cats. I should have memorized
wow.
it. Yeah, I've got it written. It might be on this computer. Let me see. It's gonna be from a long time ago. Oh, there's all my crypto stuff. Look at that. Interview questions. Will society collapse anytime soon?
Depends on your definition of collapse.
What about a collapse of government?
I don't think world government, probably isolated collapses. I think the governments have been sort of, I think they've been sort of really cementing their power in most places. So I think you even take a look at, if you look at the States, well, where you are, even all that stuff at the last election wasn't able to bring the government down. It shook it up quite a bit, but I think you'd need something really, really major to actually start collapsing some of the bigger governments. Because I think even if we had financial collapse, at that point, I think the government will just say, yeah, okay, let's use Bitcoin. If they had no other choice, if it was use Bitcoin or lose power.
They're gonna have to jump in. They're gonna have to snap into a Slim Jim quick, man, and start making that. All my government here is doing is printing more dollar bills by the trillions.
Yeah, that's
They're devaluing it
probably.
at a massive rate. So I don't know how long we can sustain that. Like you said, that's what they're based on. You know, they rely on that dollar bill, and if the dollar bill collapses, and if they're
Well,
not,
I mean, I see a time in the future where we won't be saying that Bitcoin is worth 60,000 American dollars. I think it'll be a situation where we'll say one American dollar is worth 10 satoshis or something like that.
right?
I think you're going to see that completely flip.
I hope you're
'Cause, I
right.
mean,
I,
it just-
I actually agree with you.
Well, I think it has to. I think it has to, though. I mean, just once we have basically adoption rate across the board, governments have no choice but to come on board. Like even right now, banks are slowly starting to come on board just because they know they got no choice.
Right?
If they don't, they're just going to lose a lot of money. So now they're looking, okay, well, how can we make money out of this?
Some of them are still in denial.
And
It's
same
interesting.
thing.
It's interesting to see
Some
that,
are,
what
some
of them
are,
saying,
yeah.
You know?
And with power in governments, it's going to be like, well, how can we keep power? And if Bitcoin is that answer, or crypto in general, they're going to have to move in that direction. Like it's growing, I think it's growing way too much for them to ever even have a chance at stopping it. So it's going to be a transformation rate across the world when it comes into the financial system. They've already dug their own graves. It's just a matter of when they're going to fall into them.
You're gonna say, I mean, it's basically, their survival depends on it.
I think it does.
Yeah.
I think deep down they kind of already got the inkling that it does, but they're just not ready to let go yet.
All I had were dog jokes.
So
I don't know what happened. I
I
don't
think
know.
you have more dog jokes.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to my cat jokes.
I know. See, I have one dog joke.
Okay, what is it?
Sure. Okay. So if you take a fire hydrant, on the inside of it you got H2O. What do you got on the outside of it?
Dog piss.
Well, yeah, K9P. So it's actually a chemistry joke. Telling you ahead of time it was a dog joke kind of spoiled it, but I'm not a stand-up comic, so I'm allowed to mess up a joke.
Sure. Is that the punchline?
And I think that's, yeah. Well, the K9P was, yeah, because,
Let's see.
like I said, that was a bad joke. And I'm also tired, so
Elizabeth
I'll
Gordon.
use that in my defense.
Elizabeth Gordon laughed.
Well, there we go. And she subscribed as well, so Elizabeth's awesome.
I have this one joke. It says, thoughts that dogs have. Why do you talk to me like I'm an idiot? I hear how you talk to your friends, and you never ask them, who's a good boy? Now you know why I don't come when you call me. And anybody who knows my dog
Oh,
Rogan,
dear.
and anybody who knows my dog Rogan knows that he does not come when I call him. He literally just stands there and stares at me. He will not, like a tree could be falling
Oh,
on him.
yeah.
Did you
See,
hear?
whereas my cat will actually come when I call her.
That's nice. Harley follows us when we go for a walk. This woman or a man, they say a hiker, was hiking somewhere. I believe this was in the United States yesterday or 2 days ago. They were lost, and the people knew they were the people that they were with called the police, and said they were out there hiking and it's dark and they're supposed to be back hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
So the agency that was searching, the search agency, right? They were calling them on their cell phone, and they were getting the call on their cell phone, and they didn't recognize the number, so they wouldn't answer it. Repeated calls to their cell phone were ignored. When they finally found them, they said, I didn't answer the call because I didn't recognize the number. You're stranded
Wow.
out in the middle of the woods and you don't answer a number, then it's ringing and ringing and ringing because you don't recognize it. Hey, maybe that's the people that are going to save your life. So they put out a PSA and they're like, hey, if you're ever
Oh, yeah.
stranded and your phone rings and you don't recognize the number, answer it. It might be us looking for you, trying to save you.
Oh yeah, it's interesting. I know on Facebook I actually seen one of them stupid little survival tip things that you see every so often, and they said that if you're ever lost and you have limited power on your phone, change your voicemail to tell people where you are and to send help. That way, there, if your phone runs out of power,
Oh, that's
at
really
least your voicemail will
smart.
still work.
That's a smart idea. I
Yeah.
never would have thought of that. That's a great idea. Yeah, change the message, the outgoing message on your cell phone, man. If I only knew how to do that. I don't even know how to
Yeah.
do that anymore. You know, you set that up when you first get the phone. Jeez Louise.
Yeah. Now, mind you, if you're really deep in the woods and there's no towers, you're kind of out of luck. But
Elizabeth's like, yeah,
if
I
you
don't
can get
know
a
how to
tower,
reset
you
mine.
can do it.
Yeah, there's so many places out there where you lose connection. You know, you don't see the bars you're supposed to get, and you know you're out of range. Oh, you know where I live.
Yeah. Although sometimes,
Sometimes what?
I was just gonna say, sometimes if you don't get a connection, if you go into your phone settings and if you're on like 3G and you change it to like a 2G or an LTE, sometimes you can pick up a tower that's not compatible with 3G and be able to get out that way.
Right. Turning the thing off and on again. It's the old standard, just to see if it'll connect. Or
Oh yeah, troubleshooting 101.
Or climbing a tree and holding it up. Help! I've got a signal finally. Have you ever been in an airplane flying, trying to get a signal as you're about to land? And once you once you hit that certain altitude, you're all the phones, you can hear everybody's messaging start going ding 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 all around the plane. Everyone's checking their phone.
Mhm.
You're like, oh, I can make a call now, man. We're low enough. They're like, do not turn on your smart devices. Everybody's on their phones.
Oh yeah, no, I just recently when I was flying into Ottawa, we had to circle the airport because it was too foggy to land, and I think there was just one little spot on the circle that we were going where I could connect. So it's like every so often I could finally send a text message just to let the people know that I was going to be late because we were circling.
Oh wow, that's funny. It was only one part.
But luckily,
it wasn't.
yeah, it was just that one because I think it was when the plane turned a bit in the circle. We just managed to hit a signal. I was like, okay, cool. I can get a signal out here.
Right? How long was that window
Because that was
that you could text for while it was making that
well,
turn?
I mean, I could write the text, and then I could hit send before I got to that window, and then once we got into that window, it would finally send it.
Nice. That's
So
funny.
I
You're
don't
like
think
an
it was a very
astronaut.
big window, but
You're like an astronaut, like trying to plot a landing. You know, you're like, okay, the airplane makes this bank here. I'm going to be able to send this. That's so funny.
well, yeah, exactly.
That'd be a funny skit in a movie. You know, if like there was a plane that was doing like really quick circles, and I can only, and somebody's like, talk to you when I go around in this circle. And someone's on the ground waiting like,
Oh, yeah,
what is
exactly.
going, why am I getting a text every word? Okay, let me put all this together. I can only
Well,
text you one word at a time because that is all the time I have while this plane makes a revolution.
yeah, and then after you finally got that all out, you realized you texted the wrong person.
Right?
Yeah, that's how it would work.
I write really raunchy fucking jokes. Oh my god.
I don't find that surprising. but-
Okay, here's a good one. Here's a good one. When my partner talks dirty to me, I like to respond with short but simple responses like, "Yeah, me too," and "Right."
Oh dear. that wasn't that bad. I was expecting it to be a little bit dirtier than that. But
Oh, I've got raunchier, but oh no. I have to be selective.
well, you also gotta keep the out. You probably pushed the algorithm a bit too much already today.
Mm-hmm. I tell you what, I wish they had, this is what they want to do in Congress here. They want to pass a bill, where the algorithm is, you're given recourse against it. So, like, they can't just shut you down, take your channel down, without giving you a reason. And they want more transparency in the whole process for social media. And I think it's a great idea. I was like, oh my God, I totally agree with this. I can't remember who we were talking. We were watching someone on the podcast. And this is someone I hate. It's a congressperson that I freaking hate. And I was like, oh my God, yes, I totally support this. Well, I don't support any politicians. I'm anti all politicians. Which makes it hard to talk politics, when you don't support any politics.
Understandable. Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, yeah, I've heard of people whose channels have been shut down and they've been given no reason or recourse. And
here's a pube joke. Here's a pube joke. Do you want raunchy? What did the first pube say to the second pube? Does it really matter? We've discovered talking pubes, and it's a fucking miracle.
Oh dear. Yeah, that was raunchier.
I'll get us there. My pubes, your teeth, what? One has absolutely nothing to do with the other, but the image is there. Oh, it's there, my friends.
Oh wow.
I like to write jokes about. I like to just read these jokes off without actually knowing what the punchline is going to be. I like to write jokes about my pubes because nobody else does. I mean, they might write pube jokes, but they aren't about my pubes. And this is true. Guys, think about it. No one in the history of the world has ever written a single joke about my pubes. This joke works on multiple levels. I don't know. We could continue to talk about pubes. Okay, how many pube jokes is too many pube jokes? Trick question. Answer, there's no such thing as too many pube jokes!
Oh dear.
Does science really care about the talking pubes we have discussed tonight? You know who does? All the pube scientists around the world looking at pubes under microscopes are dropping pubes into Petri dishes, all in the name of science, and we hold under our trouser zippers the key to talking pubes. No, usually I block people in my live stream for telling a bad joke, but that last one was so bad, I just feel sorry for myself now. And my pubes.
Yeah, I suppose you can't block yourself.
This never ends. I like to pluck a fresh pube and leave one wherever I go, usually on a countertop, and if I come back that way and it's gone, I get a smile as I realize some unsuspecting fool touched my pube. Nope, sorry bro, it was an unchecked arm error. Sleep tight. That's the kind of thing my friend Billy would say. You touched one of my pubes, sleep tight.
Oh wow.
How many of you ever get that thought while shaving your pubes that one slip could put you out of commission for weeks, if not months? And why is that funny? That is not funny. It is not funny.
Wow. I
Yeah.
guess it depends on what you're cutting your pubes with.
And, luckily that is the end of my pubes bit. Oh my goodness. That was... I can't believe I wrote all that. I wish I could find the cats one. It must be on another... The cats one is actually really good. It's something about, that thing I told you about, it goes to the door, so you go to the door. The cat goes to the door, so you go to the door. You open the door, the cat looks at you. It doesn't go out. You look at the cat, you're like, you can go outside? No, then it runs to its food bowl. You're like, oh, you're hungry? Okay, fine. So you go to feed your cat. The cat's like, great, it's sitting there. Wait, you put food in the bowl, it looks at the food, it looks at you, and you're like, you're not going to eat your food? It's like, no, I'm going back to the door. And you're like, Really? So the cat goes to the door. So you go to the door, you open the door, and the cat goes out. And you're like, great. You close the door. The cat goes right outside the door. It's a glass sliding door. Sits there, turns around, looks up at you, and just pisses all over the side of your house. And then you're like, why is this cat hate me so much? What did I do to you, little cat? Is it something who hurt you? Who hurt you? I want to know who hurt the cat. And you know what? Come to find out, he's on his 8th live. I didn't realize. I had no idea.
Oh dear.
He's sensitive, man. He's got to be careful, bro. He's watching his stuff. He ain't got many left now, man. So he's chilling. Let me tell you something.
Cats are sensitive.
My cat came home twice. I live on this mountain. I've been here for 10 years. I've had the cat the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
That cat got bit twice by brown recluse spiders in the same goddamn place. It opened that leg up like somebody had taken a knife and just sliced him wide open. Oh, yeah.
Mm.
They had to restitch him up both times. It was horrible. And the first time when they did the surgery, it was worse than the second time. And they did the surgery on the cat, and the veterinarian contacted me, and she said, I can't believe that this cat recovered the way he did. She said, I didn't even know if he was going to recover completely. The wound was so bad. Those brown recluse spiders are so poisonous. Their poison is so toxic.
Right.
It just eats away at the flesh. It's insane. And he's a little trooper. You know, one time, so I hear something out there. You know, I think I'm letting him in, and there's a freaking bobcat right there, right at my door. And I'm like, oh my God. And I see Harles, and he's under the barbecue. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. I look away and I look back, and the bobcat's gone. A split second. I didn't hear it or anything. It vanished. I didn't even know which way it went. I was confused. And Harles came right in the house. I was like, I didn't know how far he had run. But, oh my God, if I hadn't got there, that bobcat probably would have grabbed his ass, you know? And he was a big bobcat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man, ugly. Man, that cat was ugly. Not an attractive looking animal. You know, so animals are cute. Bears, they're cute. You know, they're fucking... Even little mice, they're fucking cute. Even birds around here, it's cute. This bobcat, he just had, like, an unattractiveness about him. Like, he'd been through some hard shit, and he'd just murder some shit, you know, and he didn't give a fuck. You could just see it. It's like, there's nothing that cat is gonna bring here that is going to be good. And I'm telling you, for the next couple of months, that thing was spraying around my yard. And if I would wake up in the morning, and if that bobcat had sprayed somewhere in the yard, I'd open this door, the cat would go right back to my bedroom. He wouldn't even go outside in the morning.
Oh wow.
And he's an outside cat. Oh yeah.
That sounds. Yes, some cats are like that. I mean, luckily Blaze here is an indoor cat, so.
Yeah, I can tell. He's a big fluff ball. I love him.
Yeah.
Oh, I love his face. He's so gorgeous.
Well, it took me almost 2 years to find a cat I liked because I wanted a cat that was going to look good on film, basically.
Aw. Well, he's very showy. And his little black nose is so stark and noticeable. I mean, you can make him a logo. He could be like your logo. That face with that nose. I mean, that's so cool. I mean, let me see that nose again. Look, baby. Hey, kitty. You know, that could be the mountain right there. His nose is the mountain. Oh, no, the white peak above it. That's the mountain. That could be your logo.
Oh yeah, Blaze is definitely an awesome
Oh
kitty.
my God! Is that a blaze of fire, a flame on his head? Is that why you call him that?
Well, that's where the name came from.
It looks
Just
like a
from
flame.
the
It looks like
red and.
Oh no! I mean, in the white, it literally looks like a flame coming off his nose. The nose looks like an oil vase, and the white looks like a flame coming off of it. Like it's in the shape of a white flame. Oh, that's so funny. He's so gorgeous. Oh. My cat's not like that. My cat's not like that. My cat, he's outside. He doesn't want to chill with me like your cat wants to chill with you. I gotta shake and go.
I am.
I gotta shake and go to get him away from me.
Please.
You gotta shake and go?
I Oh, okay.
Shake and go? It's real loud. I take this thing, and that cat gets way away from me. You know, he doesn't come up to snuggle with me. He comes up to torment me. You know, like whenever I feed him food, or let him in, let him out, let him in, let him out, give him food. He's totally fed. He'll come over and he'll start his, thing with where he'll take his claws and he'll start digging them into the blanket next to me, or he'll come up on my chair and he'll start ripping. Does your cat do that? Rip the furniture with his claws?
Not really.
Yeah, well, he will.
We got the scratching posts all over the house.
Oh, well, I've got trees. You know, he can go hit trees anytime he wants, and he knows that. But I take this thing and peppermint spray, a little bit of peppermint oil in a spray gun of water, with just a spray bottle. Oh, it's great. One or the other. And man, he's on the opposite side of the home. All I have to do now is just show him this.
Oh, wow.
But you shake it, it's so loud. You just put some screws in there, some washers, a couple of bolts, maybe a penny or two. It doesn't matter, I'll probably drop some BBs in there, pellets. There might even be a shell from some spent bullets in there. They make a lot of noise.
Oh dear.
Yeah, well, I'm a master of. I used to own a recording studio, so I'm a master of making noise. It's like every time I pick something up, I like, hey man, this could be the beginning to a rolling.
Oh, there you go.
The beginning of a Rolling Stones song or something. It's like these are my pills. My pills. They sound so musical. My pills. It's like everything makes sound. And someone once asked me, when I owned the recording studio, they said, what's your cutoff as far as what you would allow? I said, if you want to come in my recording studio and have me record you bang trash can lids together for hours on end, I said, we'll do it. We'll charge you our rate, which at the time was $30 an hour when we opened up the studio. And if you wanted to give us $30 an hour to come in there and do that, we're going to record it, and it was going to be the best goddamn recording of trash can lids that you ever heard in your freaking life. I guaranteed it. And I said, we didn't care if it was, I had any beliefs, whether they were political, religious, or whatever. We didn't care. We wanted you to come in and record, so we didn't have a line. We didn't have a limit to who could come in, and so because of that, we got exposed to some of the greatest people. There's all kinds, just a mix of all kinds of people, all kinds of music, just a wide range, and it just, you don't forget those people. Every single one of those people, they're all special. They touch you in a way. So with one of the guys that came in was he was a blind drummer, and he came in, he recorded this drum track with this guy's name was Kazi the Alien, and Kazi goes around to any kind of event and plays guitar dressed up as an alien. He's bald and he's totally silver. He's full on silver face. I mean, it's he wears sunglasses, and he's really good. He's really freaking good on guitar, and he can jam over the top of any music, and he'll do that. And they came in and they recorded a whole album, and he died just a few years after that. And Kazi, the alien, he was so moved and so thankful that they had that recording of them together before he had died, you know. And it's nice that I was able to help record something that Kazi has. You know, he's got that album of his friend. He's a good guy, Kazi.
that's good.
I don't know what he's up to. Somebody was asking about him. Somebody came in my live stream. They were like, "What's up with Kazi the alien?" I said, "I really don't know. I think he moved to New York. He was helping. He had an elderly man that he was assisting. That's what he was all about. He was always helping people. What a great, loving,
Oh, yeah.
caring person. Yeah, man. You know, you just love people like that. I remember, it reminds me of this guy who was a magician. He used to roam the streets of downtown Orlando. He was a homeless guy. And my friend Rob Mulligan and his wife, they used to hang out downtown. And this guy would find them. Where did Candace see your videos, Nay? Nice person. It was Great White Vapor, who she knows as the Oracle. Great White Vapor told them about me. And so they started following my channel. Megsy, it's a good question. Thank you. I forgot what I was telling you. I was telling you a story about somebody. I forgot who I was mentioning.
A homeless magician.
Oh, God bless America. This guy, he was good. I mean, he was really freaking good. He did card tricks. He did very subtle and very highbrow comedy. I mean, he was really freaking good. And he just chose to be homeless. He just decided to give up on everything. And I remember bringing him shoes and just trying to do as much as we could to make him more comfortable. And he didn't really require much. I don't know whatever happened to that guy. He called himself whatever his name was. It was the Adequate Magician.
Oh, okay.
It was like, it's like named James was Nick James. It was like James the Adequate Magician, but I can't remember what his first name was. It's like, it was funny, you know. It was like Larry. It's like Larry the Adequate Magician. It was just that in itself was comedy, you know. And he just knew comedy, and he was a professional. And this brings me to my neighbor, who is a college educated degree, just chose to be off grid and live in a trailer, and not, he doesn't even have running water. My neighbor does not have running water. So he goes to my other neighbor that lives above me, and he gets water in his he goes up there in his truck, fills up his water jugs. He goes back down to his trailer, and that's his access to water. It's not pumped into his property, but he's on 5 acres, and he chooses to live. These people are completely able to do a 9-to-5 job, and they're skilled labor, you know, or skilled academics even. I mean, my neighbor is an academic, and he, I believe, a psychology major, you know, and he just wants to live alone in the woods, and he's very friendly. He gets along with everybody. He goes for a hike with my neighbor's wife and my other neighbor's wife. The three of them hike every freaking morning. But that's the majority of his contact with humanity. I mean, he might go to the grocery store. That's it. You know.
Oh wow.
Oh, it's a crazy existence. You know. It's very isolated, and even I'm living isolated. You know, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to living completely isolated. But you know, with COVID, it's really locked all of us down.
Yeah.
It's really just turned it into this. You know, you just don't do the things you used to do, man. I used to get out. I used to play in a rock and roll
Oh
band.
yeah. Oh yeah. No, I got stuck. I got stuck living with my parents for about 2 years. So it was like,
And see, I want to go live with my parents. I feel my father's got Alzheimer's, and they're 3,000 miles away, and I've thought many times about moving back to Florida to go be with my mom and dad because she needs help with him, But oh man, it's funny how you say that. It's like I had to live with my parents. I'm like I want to live with my parents.
Yeah, well, it was okay for the first couple of months, but then as an adult, when you live with your parents, they start to make you feel like a kid again, and
Right?
it starts to wear on you after a while. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, you need that separation when you're like that. This is what it's doing. It's throwing us all. COVID is throwing us all together into these situations. People that are used to sending the kids off to school, somebody goes off to work, somebody else might go off to work. And then you're together briefly at night when you have dinner, and you sleep together, and you have breakfast together, and then you're off to work again, and you have the weekends, and you get used to that routine so much that literally breaking that routine is causing a rise in murder in my country. How is it in Canada?
Well, I mean, Canada, we don't have a lot of murders up here, but I think a lot of people have been strained. But at the same time, Canadians are much easier to follow rules than, say, our neighbors to the south.
Sure.
So I think when the government said, yeah, you all have to stay home, most of us did.
That's impressive. It's almost like you guys are more intelligent than us. I love that.
Well,
You give us
I
hope.
think it's just a Canadian thing. Like,
It's
you know,
a-
we
it's a-
just,
It's
most of
actually.
us just go with the flow.
You could say that, and I'll say it's an intellectual thing, and I'll give you guys credit for being smarter than us in general. America used to be like that. Back in the 70s, when I was a kid, when I was vaccinated, and my mom didn't question it. She didn't worry about it. She just did it. And just so much has changed in today's world. And wow, there's so much that is going to continue to change. And we might just be experiencing the beginning of so much of it,
Well, that's true. I mean,
Yeah.
this, like even the whole COVID thing, it's not going to go away. There's going to always be variants coming. You're probably going to see like a yearly booster shot of some sort. So I think it's going to become as common as the flu, but
Right.
once you have booster shots and that, it's not going to be killing a lot of people at that point, hopefully.
Right. I'm
But,
actually thinking about getting
who's to
mine.
say what happens to the next one?
And that's what I say. What's going to happen with the next generation, the next.
Yeah, well, or just whatever virus decides to come along next.
Yes,
The
exactly.
only saving grace we have is the mRNA vaccine, that technology that Moderna and Pfizer are using. It's insanely adaptable.
Oh, we can't
So
talk
this
about
is a
that.
technology.
We can't talk about it. We
Oh,
can't talk
okay.
about that on YouTube. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're gonna kill me. I wish we could. I want to.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Well, without saying what it is,
Okay.
the science that was created will make it easier to deal with future human malware issues.
Yes. Yes. I agree.
And
It's just too
And
bad they
from
can't be
there-
honest about they can't be honest with us about how they do it, because we already know how they do it.
Yeah.
And all we ask is that they just tell us up front when the science is revealed and how they're doing it and who they're working with and where in what countries they're doing this, and we're fine with it. It's our money, it's our tax dollars.
Yeah,
so let us know
exactly.
where you're sending it, and force China to be transparent with what they're doing. And if they're not being transparent, then move it to another country that is going to be transparent. And if you don't want to do this stuff in the United States, you got to ask yourselves why. It's okay to do it in China
Mhm.
because you know it's going to get released over there. Well, you didn't think it was going to come over here. Well, it did. You know, so that sort of reasoning isn't even working. I mean, there's a movie by Stephen King called The Stand, and
Oh yes.
it starts off with the release of the virus gets out,
Yeah.
the beginning.
Captain Trips.
right? And you read it, huh?
Oh yeah, I read the long version, the one that was like
Wow.
over what was it, 10,000 pages plus?
Hey. Well, it's like you said. It's just a matter of time before that really happens. You know, we're
Yeah,
just.
or something like that for sure. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
but it really comes down to, and this is where I think even blockchain technology can help us, is that once the world is adapted more to blockchain, a lot of things, for example, like just scientific discoveries would be in the blockchain, so you won't have people duplicating work in different parts of the world. So it would actually help advance things faster
Right.
because you won't have all that wasted time. People can actually get to what we need to discover, not what's already been discovered.
Right. Right.
Oh yeah, so it'll be. I think it's the next 10 years are gonna just blow people away. I think, just from the amount of advancements and changes that's coming.
I hope we have freaking 10 years.
Yeah. Well, I think we have 10 years, but I mean, it'll be an interesting 10 years.
Elon Musk thinks we have enough time to colonize Mars. You know?
Yeah.
It's a very, very glass half full type of outlook he's got. I think he's just got a blind spot the size of Montana.
Yeah. I mean, there's always the possibility of some kind of a black swan event coming in. I mean,
What is a black?
we
What
track
is,
so many,
what's a black swan event?
something we don't see coming.
Like a meteor
So take the
or a volcano?
like take the dinosaurs. When that asteroid hit, that was a black swan event for them.
Okay.
You know, or if you look at the stock market at the beginning of the pandemic, that was a black swan event. Nobody had predicted that to happen, and then you had that really bad March because of it.
Mhm.
So those are the events that you just can't predict. So
Right.
especially when you're looking at technical analysis becomes instantly useless the second something completely out of the ordinary hits.
Right.
So it's kind of, and that's why I don't know where they picked up the name Black Swan, but I'm sure that
That's what COVID was, correct?
yeah, COVID was a Black Swan event.
Hopefully for all of us. Hopefully for all of us.
Hopefully, yeah,
Right.
hopefully for most of us. I mean, I think some people saw that it was
Bill
that it was
Gates.
getting that bad
Bill-
when it
Bill
started
Gates.
to happen, but
Bill Gates
you know, a
called
lot
that
of-
shit. Did you see Bill Gates's 20?
oh yeah,
What was it? 2017. The he did a whole event based around
yeah.
the
I
possibilities.
think he did a TED talk too.
Yes, exactly.
That's right, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
I think it was a TED
He
talk.
warned us. He warned all of us. He said, we're not prepared for this. He said, this is how it's going to go down, and this is what you guys have to do. He's like, I'm trying to do everything I can to get prepared for this. And God bless America. Then it happens. And
Well,
a lot of people were
One
trying to
of the
blame him.
interesting things is not even a year before the pandemic happened. They actually did an international sort of war games, but instead of with
Exactly.
war, they
I
did
know
it with a
about
virus.
that. Yes, and it was
Yeah.
almost identical to what really happened. It was almost like they knew too well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very suspicious.
Well, it wasn't even that.
you know?
What was interesting about it is all of the things that they identified as being problems that needed to be fixed. Not a single one was fixed.
Yeah, like we need
and all
more
of the
ventilators,
mistakes they made in that,
right? We need more
Yeah.
more masks available for people. The whole thing. He knew. You know, they
Mhm.
knew we needed more masks back then, And then we had Ouchie telling people it might stop a droplet, but it's not going to prevent the trans. I'm like, oh my God, this guy. It's like, this guy's no good. Now they're saying that, now CNN is questioning this on children and if they should have to do this after they get that. And I'm like, of course they should wear this. I'm like, why are you even, oh my God, I don't even want to talk to these people. This is so stupid. I'm like, you should do everything. Just try to make it go away. But, you know, freedom, man. We got to be free. Everybody's got to feel free.
Oh, I know.
Oh, it's, and the new narrative is, oh, it's just as bad as the flu. It's just as bad as the flu. And I'm like, oh man, no, man, I've already lost. I don't know. I can't tell you if I've lost any relatives to the flu, but I could tell you I've lost relatives to this thing, man. You know, I've lost friends. I've lost audience members. We're really, it should be hitting just about all of us on a personal level by now, to the point where we have to admit that it's not the flu, man. You know. Oh.
No, exactly, and that is the truth. Oh, well, I'm gonna head out here in just a second. It's really late on the East Coast.
Yeah, I've got to go because we're 4 hours into my show and I got to cut it at 4 hours. So.
Oh, absolutely. Anyway, it was really nice being on your show and talking to you.
I look forward to talking to you again in the future, I hope.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. Well, you should come on the Crypto Night in Canada, and I'm sure that we'll all be back over here at some point too.
Definitely. Excellent.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, anyway, it has been wonderful, and from what I've heard, your audience sounds like they're awesome folks too. So
I think they really enjoyed it. It's
everybody-
Megsy and Elizabeth Gordon. Megsy Williams is still here. They're all been
Oh,
participating
perfect.
the whole time. So.
And absolutely, and any of you who got the information on my channel, check it out. I've got a new video coming out Friday.
Excellent. Okay. You do good with that.
All right.
All right.
Anyway, I take care, and everybody have yourself a fantastic evening.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. StreamYard. I gotta get me that. That's really smooth. All of us were on that. Wow. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the 4-hour event tonight. That was it was. She is really nice, isn't she? I enjoyed that conversation, you know? I figured she was going to run out, you know, with our last guy. And when she didn't, I was like, oh, cool, man. We could talk, you know? So, that was nice. And you know what's really funny is I just pulled up I was trying to pull up my comedy sketches, and I saw questions from my interviews, and I realized I've got really good random interview questions. Are people like you and me guilty of participating in capitalism? How do we stop? That's a good one, man. Do you ever intersperse positive stuff into your podcast to balance it all out? Lee Camp interview. I'm glad you guys had fun. All right, y'all. I'm going to cut this 4 hours. 4-hour video, man. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Please check me out on Twitter. It's at Nate's Garden. I will be on Spaces tomorrow talking away. So join up Twitter, guys, and get on those Spaces. Love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.